I'm so close on that.
Yeah, this is the worst idea we ever had.
I don't care. Well, this is Bender knows. This is Bender knows best live edition. Period 3 of the Caps. Game 3 versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're up. No, don't say Flyers. We're up. We're up 2-1. 18-13 left in the game. Let's see if we can keep this going.
Bender doesn't even know what team we're playing.
That's the point of being.
He still
Best,
he still thinks 2 years ago we were kicking the shit out of the Flyers.
Nor does he bother to mention who we are.
Nope. This is 1/4 of Locust Sound. Drummer Fallon. Only 1/4 of the drummer, not the full drummer,
I
apparently.
like how you also just struggle with her name. I think that's how it's pronounced. Fallon.
Well, he didn't. He didn't know the team we're playing. He knows Matt's girlfriend. What does he know
This is
tonight?
all sober.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
I don't
is
know anything
important to
anymore.
this
Stone
guy.
cold.
Nope. Yep.
Maybe we should have been drinking for this.
Yep.
I mean, the inevitable loss that we're about to see.
I'm drinking. There's whiskey in my tea.
The lone
Karen's
soldier.
the only smart one here.
One
I'm
of the
also
four.
trying to have a voice.
Yeah, no, this is scary to me because we're only up by 1, and we
Yeah.
definitely need some insurance goals.
And that's worked so well the last 2 games.
Well, no, we haven't had a 2.
That's why it's scary.
Matt, did you know even today we lost a 2-goal lead? It was the refs that took it away from
We
us.
technically took away our own 2 goals.
Way to go, Brett Conley.
And for how much we have to get that goal with rebound after rebound after rebound to have it taken away for something so stupid.
And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that was such a huge load off Connolly's mind until they took it away from him.
Definitely.
The biggest thing that concerns me is the amount of turnovers we've had directly in front of our net for no reason at all.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not been good. I've seen a lot of dumb passes so far.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get too cute with it, paying attention to where the people are around us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, as much as it pains me to make the comparison, the Penguins seem to have figured out how to be a cohesive team during the playoffs consistently for the last 3 years, while we have struggled. So clearly we need to find some of that magic.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's not, it's one of those things where it's going to have to be a Cinderella story for us to actually get it done, especially after the last 2 years of having a super team. And then,
Well, no, I think it's something that you start in the locker room and you start in training. It's a mindset that's got to change more than anything.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Ooh.
definitely a mindset thing at this point.
Look at Karen the philosophizer.
and honestly, I think that's the biggest thing, at least in the sense of, I don't think it's hard to say Trotz is going to get us to a cup since everything that's happened in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I at least think organizationally, he's done a great job of turning it around and making it about what's going on in the locker room and building it from there out.
Oh, he's definitely done great things for our team, for our play, for our players. But I honestly think it's got to come from the players.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Ovechkin has the skill. Backstrom has the skill. We've got the skill on the ice. They're just not playing like it.
I think the coaching can only go
So
so far. I mean,
Yeah.
it has to come from these guys. And I think, it's obviously a drastic thing to say, but I almost think, all of these guys are talented. Like Karen's saying, it's not really an issue of individual talent. I'm just not sure that they are the best team. I don't know that they play particularly well enough together and have the right mindset together to make it happen when it matters.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think we've had a lot of strong, even though we've lost the last 2 games, I think we've had a lot of strong 5-on-5 play, had a lot of good passing
Oh, 2-on-1 the other way.
Oh, God.
And goal.
God.
There it is.
There's the tie.
Who's ready for another overtime?
God damn, Artemi
No.
We
Panarin.
probably had every time. They beat us fast down the rush and catch odd man breaks and catch us out of position. They work our goalies cross the posts.
Speaking of which, our goalies are struggling.
I think Holtby's had a great game tonight for the most part, although that goal
Look at
before
it.
this one
Orlov.
should have never gone in the net.
Yeah, Orlov should have caught that puck off the boards. It was not, and they lost it.
See, that's
And there
not
was
on Holtby.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
fact that
not a-
Carlson got stuck on a 2-on-1 and they manhandled both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Holtby's okay. It looks like he got twisted right
that
at
was
the
a
end.
bit of a stretch moment for him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Don't put Gravy back in. See, that's what I'm talking about. Is situations like that. We play fine, we play great, we have a lot of these great moments, and then we give that up.
Yeah.
Well, like earlier in this game when there was a power play and I was distracted with Henry and I looked up and realized that we were the ones that were on the power
Yeah,
play.
the power play's been struggling immensely.
I wouldn't say immensely. This game they've been
I
struggling
mean,
immensely.
we've literally had, 6 or 7 goals. Oh, it's like at least like 6 goals. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I would say in this game the power play.
Oh
is
yeah,
dominant.
absolutely.
And we've had plenty of opportunities where
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, if we didn't score on that 5-on-3, I was gonna leap through the TV. It's just like
Please don't. This is my only good TV.
I considered it.
That sounds like an ER visit.
Yeah.
It's just something of it's like we seem to have these great moments where we hand them in the zones, they have good shots, they have good passing, we get good scoring opportunities, and then we hand them that one chance and they bury it.
Yeah.
But that's DC teams. I think it's a mental block, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, the last DC team to win anything was what, Redskins in '92?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
and that team was just a good team.
More frustrating, as you know, I was talking about this earlier, is just to have such success in the regular season and then be, you know, screw up so bad.
Dude,
oh boy.
Dude. Oh my God.
Get back in the net. Oh, clear it out.
Yeah, just to screw it up in the postseason when you've had such a good regular season. I think that's almost way more frustrating as a fan, which sounds ridiculous because you'd think it'd be great to make it to the playoffs every year, but it almost makes the regular season painful to watch because you're like, do these wins
can't get excited?
Matter?
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, we have a great record, but then you're like, you know what's coming after that.
But we did that last year, and it only got us so far.
You know, earlier today when we were listening to that press conference, and they were talking about how Ovechkin's played over 100 playoff games.
This is his 100th.
This is 100th playoff game. And I'm sitting there going, if you're a player that's played 100 playoff games, I mean, that's a tremendous amount to have never won a cup, really not even come close.
Never even made the third round.
So I don't even know how to explain it at this point. So
this is something interesting I just saw because I feel like a lot of the goals Gruby ended up giving up have been topped right over his shoulder, right into the corner. And I literally just watched them take that same shot again that they've already scored on Hope tonight. And I watched him actually stand up a little more and actually go to block that shot. I was actually really happy to see that because I feel like that's where they've scored most of their goals this series.
Yeah, no, they have. I mean, they're not afraid to go top cheese. We shouldn't be afraid to either, especially on a goalie that gets real low. But I mean, dumping the puck. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Dumping the puck in more to this game, and I have seen some movement, but I have seen a lot of sloppy plays. And Oza, what the fuck was that? The big whiff hit
by Orlov.
Yeah, and then just real sloppy play, and then. And not clear out, and a couple more ozone penalties. Granted, that one Tom Wilson had at the beginning of the game, I think was bullshit.
That was a BS call.
Yeah, I mean, granted, his stick was up, but I mean, it barely touched him, and they were battling with each other. You know, it was such a ticky-tack.
Well, Wilson was trying to get up too. And
yeah,
it wasn't like he really didn't have control of his stick. He was trying to get up, and the stick came over.
Wait, why are they cheering?
That's icing. That's all.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm usually upstairs and they're doing a podcast because I can't watch and converse.
It's just one of those things where it's like. Our net front defense is just god awful, or we get beat coming back because we have slow people that aren't coming back and actually defending the right way.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have five more years of Orlov. You have couple more years of Carl Niskanen. I think next
2 more years of Brooks too, right?
1 year after this is one more year of Brooks.
No,
we have one more. I think.
Thank God for that.
I mean, I really think this might be a scenario where the roster just has to be obliterated, and then you'll have a whole bunch of years of struggling and trying to get it in the right place. But I mean, teams have experienced that time and time again, and it has usually made a positive difference eventually. Yeah. I mean, I just think if this was the first time or the second time or the third time that this wasn't working out, I'd say like, okay, they just need to build up to it. But I mean, come on, at what point do you say, okay, it's time to restructure and find something else? Because
at what point are you going to cut bait on these people who are clearly not going to?
I mean,
it's not that they're not good players; they're all insanely talented. Obviously, we have one of the best on our team, but it's just it's something about them as a group that is not clicking.
Well, every playoffs, Mikey, who's a regular on the podcast, says fire sale.
Yeah,
I mean, he says that, but the problem is he says it so often. It's like I think it's just his thing he says now. I mean,
no, I mean, I think he really does believe it. I mean, I'm hearing more and more of a call for it every year.
And he's not the only DC fan that feels that way.
True.
And like y'all were saying earlier, this is Ovechkin's 100th playoff game. That's got to do something not only to the fans' minds, but to the players' minds. And you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't mentally go into it thinking that you're going to win, I don't think you're ever going to have a chance to win.
Yeah. And I think the big thing was they at least admitted that at the end of last season. They said, like, at this point with the team that we put out on the ice, it's all mental. Like, there's nothing about what we're capable of doing. If there's a mental block of us not being able to get it done.
Yeah, but then you're professional athletes, and this is something you should just get over.
I completely agree. I
Yeah,
think
you're being paid. Like,
Yeah.
get it
It's
done.
ridiculous at this point that they haven't been able to move past it. But
If I were to miss 4 deadlines at my job, the same deadline
Oh yeah.
consecutively,
Well,
I'd probably
see,
be looking for a new job.
And that's
Yeah.
the argument that I always make when people get frustrated about the fans, ragging on the team, and they get, you need to stay positive. They're only gonna win if the fans stay positive with them. And I'm just like, I'm basically providing them with their paycheck. I buy the jerseys, I buy the hats, I go to the games.
Yeah.
Like without me and without everybody else that pays to see this team, they don't have jobs.
Yeah.
So if you're not performing well for me, I'm going to be angry at you.
Yeah.
That's just,
I feel like that's
you
fair,
have that
though.
right.
I
No,
think
yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And I mean,
As a new fan, you don't have as much of a right as some of the ones that have been living it. You know what I mean?
I completely agree with you. But I mean, the only thing I can compare it to is, I know this is a DC sports podcast, so I apologize, but I am an Eagles fan, and that experience has been
Okay, so
such a
bye. We'll
struggle.
see you later. Right? Have
We
fun.
keep her in spite of that.
But
I never did wear the Eagles jersey to the podcast.
I know I feel cheated. It's
Sorry,
okay. We won the Super Bowl. I'll survive.
that was my fault. I put a ban on that. That was my fault.
If somebody sees something Eagles colors duct taped to Matt on the next podcast, send help.
But if you do it, you have to duct tape to the double-sided duct tape to his skin.
And I'll give him the really tiny jersey again, so it's like
You're gonna see a whole lot of me that you didn't ask for.
He might rip that jersey on accident.
I think we had a point that wasn't abusing that.
Yeah. I mean, you can just do that. It's okay.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I'm obviously new to the Capitals, but I'm not new to
You're not new to losing.
time and time again,
Right.
again disappointment. And
She is new to winning.
Yeah, but she is new to winning. She is new to winning, but she's definitely
But-
not unfamiliar with losing.
But no, I completely agree with her, and it's one of those things where, as a fan, and I hate when people tell me, "Oh, well, if you're just going to be negative, go root for another team." No, I want this team to show me something different, to actually give me something of hope.
Right. That's why I'm being negative, because I like this team. I'm invested in this team. I want this to be well.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sad,
Do well.
it's sad
Be
that
good. Something.
I'm so willing to just accept a third round defeat.
I will take that. I
It's
will
one
take
step
it. You know what?
closer.
You will. I will look. All the people that say I'm negative and need to root for another team, if they make it to the third round, you're going to completely hear me change my tune and say, you know what? At least they made it to the third round for the first time.
So
in
wait,
20
how many
years.
rounds are there?
Four.
If we get
Four,
one
then
more
anyway.
round each year. Okay, so by the time Henry goes to kindergarten, maybe a Stanley Cup.
No, whoa. That's even too soon. Let's pump the brakes a little bit.
That's 4
I'm gonna be
years.
in the
Our child is one, by the way. One.
Look, I'm going to be in the retirement home, senile. I'm not even going to be able to remember it by the time they actually win the cup.
Hey, it
Yeah.
happened for the Cubs fans. There's a chance.
Yeah, how many years later? I'm going to be dead before that.
Yeah, well,
happens.
some of them were,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
108
true.
years, Matt.
I don't got that kind of time, man. Especially with Trump as president.
But defending Fallon, because I get distracted and I hop around, she might be a new fan, but she is a new fan that has some information, unlike the fan that tweeted the Knights about been waiting years for you to get to the playoffs.
Oh,
That was
That
I'm
is
pretty sure that was a
awkward.
bot of some
Oh,
sort
probably.
that had.
Oh.
Oh, we took a puck in the face.
Two
Oh,
computers
boy.
better
Who
than
did?
'cause that
Russian-
was sad.
Ovi.
Oh God, is that Ovi?
Russian machine never
Nah,
break.
he's good.
I bet you Russian Machine's just
Take it
freaking
off.
out right now. What are we gonna do now if he breaks? We have to change the name.
No.
He's broken before. They fixed
He's
him.
fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that man
That
has
man's
taken
an animal.
shots of adrenaline or whatever it is to keep him rolling.
That man has got tiger blood.
Look, if he gets sweaty enough, his hair doesn't look as gray.
Dude, he is 32 with the 33 with the stress of a 50-year-old.
32. He will be 33 in September, sir. Don't you dare age him.
Stalker much?
You old.
His hair ages.
Do you
him.
know his pants size too?
Yes. It's probably
Yeesh.
32 delicious. I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Oh!
All right, that caught him directly in the shield. Watching that, that wasn't even like
Mm.
it didn't look like a deflection off.
No,
anything.
no,
It caught him straight in the shield.
yeah, it was shot right over the goal.
That'll wake you up in the morning.
Yeah.
But
No, but we're born in the same year. That's the only reason why I know that, Karen.
Sure.
Mm.
yeah, okay.
And
Okay.
hosting a podcast, you have to know random information
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay.
It also has nothing to do with the fact that literally he's right below Sammy Sosa in how much Dan sweats his nuts.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's Jumbo Joe.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't care where it goes. You need to put it in the net. Verona has not had a horrible game.
Oh my God.
God. But I just feel like
Another offside play.
I feel like we just need to shoot more blocker side on Bob. I feel like his glove's too good.
I mean, it's not. It's
I mean, this is
Well,
where
I-
normally I would resort to Mikey, who watches goaltenders for a living, basically.
I would just like there to be
I wonder
shots.
why.
So,
It's like Fallon watches drummers.
We were watching Pitch Perfect 3 the other night. One of the drummers was standing up, and she was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I hate when you watch movies and things
What?
that you know a whole
For
lot.
all-
God.
Oh, hello.
Brooks Orpik
Dance
apparently
movies
takes
are
an
not like
interference.
dance
Yeah,
in
it's
real
so
life.
frustrating.
God knows what the rest have decided to make up for tonight, but I'll probably be watching this and agree with them.
Oh boy, here we go. All right.
All right.
3-2 was the score that Matt
I was-
called before this game. So
3-2 lost in overtime. That's what I said.
Oh, you did say an OT though.
Oh,
True.
yay, OT.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
If
Refs
we're
out
going to
here.
start 30 minutes late, they could at least do me the favor
Yeah, I
of
know. These
losing in
overtimes
regular
are really
time.
killing
right?
me when I'm taking my hour drive in the
Oh,
morning.
but well, you were upset more when we were at game 1 and they went into overtime, and you were like, dude, I'm just trying to go home now.
No, what I was frustrated about is that there's a 15-minute intermission between the third period and overtime.
It's a 20-minute intermission.
It was 15 when we were at the
Were you
game,
here?
was it
Yeah,
not?
it was 20.
No,
Yeah,
so
no, if it
I
was
always
20,
thought it was a 20-minute
I
intermission,
thought
but it is
Bender
15
knew all the
minutes.
random
Okay.
facts. Oh,
Yeah.
only just about the players and their pant size? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
See
No,
what
it
I'm talking
was
about? See, look, they
definitely
keep
just-
trying to go high glove.
All their jock sizes, I know.
Okay.
They keep trying
Tiny-
to go high glove on them.
No, I mean, no.
Ooh,
gosh.
okay.
She's Olay hit.
Who was that, Wilson? No, the
No.
Beagle, baby. Thought I
Oh,
saw
not gonna lie, I thought it was
Thursday.
Conley. I thought it was Conley for a minute, but
I just our
Mm.
kill.
Oh,
little
look,
dipsy
their
do.
power
I
play
was
looks
literally
like a
corner.
power play.
I was about to say our kill has not been bad tonight. Okay,
No.
that actually isn't
They just
horrible, but that wasn't
killed
awesome either
themselves,
because
really.
of us. There needs to be a drastic turnaround for us to be able to turn this series around. I mean,
So I'll say this though,
Hashtag newsflash.
and I said it in the Instagram post. If we are to win, we will have scored 3 goals. Columbus has not given up anything less than 3 goals in any game they played in the playoffs the 4 times they made it to the playoffs.
Holtby, I
Woo.
need you to not let another one in.
Just-
I mean, I just haven't
Gasmer,
seen
Gasmer scores 2-2.
You know what happens if they score? 3-2.
I haven't seen any of the elements that I think would be necessary to come back from this. Like every time that I watch a game, I'm hoping that I'm going to see some of the things that you need to see, and they're just not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the kill factor.
There's no finish.
And now that we're down,
We're not
2,
down.
and we might
okay.
be down another, it's just one of those things where I just don't see any of the things that we would need to come back from a deficit like that.
We are the most optimistic 4 people you will ever find,
It's,
aren't we?
I mean, I am the least optimistic sports fan in the world.
This is true. She literally
I
had the
mean,
Super Bowl wrapped up,
I-
and she's sitting there and going, "No, we're gonna blow
Well,
it."
first
I mean,
of all,
they
when
almost-
Tom Brady has the ball, I don't care if there's 0.1 second left. Anything.
Not
is
gonna lie,
possible.
they almost did make that
I
catch.
know.
Exactly. And everyone's yelling at me and making fun of me. I'm like, no, you just don't give up until it's, the clock is 0.
Well, even in football, technically, the play could still go on when it's 0, though.
As long as the play started.
So
Orpik, no, stop it. Oh, okay. See what I'm talking again? They're literally just picking corners above the glove. Oh my god!
I
So-
did,
So for any or literally just watch them hit the post with about 8:30 left to go in the third.
Flip.
Oh my
It was
god!
a chip and flip. Get it out.
Please somebody take Orpik off the ice. Put Yerbeck back in and let Orpik sit down.
I'm not gonna lie. I still want Gersich to play. I think
I think it's
Gersich.
harder to tell who Matt hates more, Wilson or Orpik.
Orpik.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
Absolutely 100%.
Because I have never heard you go on a 20-minute rant the
That's
same
because I
way
would have
that
loved
you
to.
do about.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me say
He's
it.
a
No,
waste of
no,
a first
please.
round
No,
pick.
no, come on, come on.
Hope going strong.
Sorry.
Oh my god! I think that went off another post again. All
Ugh.
right.
I can't have the volume. I can't have the
Yeah, we
volume.
got a second goaltender in tonight. It's the post.
If I have the volume on, then I get flagged, so I can't do that.
What?
If the volume's on, I can get flagged. So.
Oh, gosh. I was
Yeah.
confused. So I was
No.
like, wait, what? I
No.
thought you meant on the podcast.
No,
And I was
no,
like,
no.
what are we doing?
Although
Miming
they
this?
can hear us and they can see our facial reactions. And if they're watching us, they're probably also watching the game.
Oh my god.
Please be icing.
So I think they're good.
See, this is just what concerns me. Is every time we go into these situations where it's the clutch moments where you need to pull it
Look
out.
at that move though by Panarin.
Yeah.
It's strong on the stick. Wait, so we're here to find out if it hits the post though on this replay. No, okay, thank
Hold
you
on,
for
they, might,
changing.
they might show it from this
Yeah,
angle, but
coming
I'm
back.
99% sure that hit a post.
Maybe
Ooh, it might have gone off a glove, but either way, they scare
Yeah.
me. This team will give me a heart attack.
If it hasn't yet, surely it won't.
What, the team?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Hey.
absolutely will.
Easy.
Matt's getting
Matt,
older and not
easy on the
thinner.
shaking of the
So I'm going with it might.
Also, if they actually do make it to the third round, my level of anxiety just increases. Then if they make it to the cup, I'm pretty much just going to die.
Don't die. Henry likes you.
No, I see. Nope.
No.
I did not realize we were heading shots.
That doesn't make me feel better.
No,
Is that supposed to make us feel better?
No,
or worse?
that's how I'm saying how the game flow is.
I see that, it makes me feel worse.
But it actually surprises me considering they were one of like the biggest. Okay, they're in the zone. Okay,
Good
wow,
pump
we
by
actually,
Carlson.
oh wow,
Way
okay.
to stay with that.
See, this is why Carlson's getting paid. This is why he's going to make that big money.
So okay, but here, if you blow up the team, do you get rid of Carlson?
No,
Then who do you keep?
no one except for Carlson.
You just said no.
Just Carlson.
Literally, Carlson does everything.
Well, they're not going to keep. I mean, nobody will take Ovi's contract.
No.
So I mean,
he only has
Well,
what,
how
like
many
3 or 4 more years?
does
Four.
Ovi
They're going to
have?
keep
more years.
Ovechkin until Ovechkin retires.
He has 4 more years.
Not,
Yeah, especially if you just heard Leonsis when he got to his 1,000th game. He's like, yeah, I hope Ovi retires here.
Didn't they,
Oh, come on, Chase on.
Chase on in front of the net.
Put the
almost
puck
buried him.
in.
Dan also used to get mad at me because anytime somebody used to get near the net, I would start him score in preemptive measure, but they wouldn't.
It's like you're jinxing it.
Well, you're also his little brother, so he's been mad at you since you were born.
Pretty much. That's not true. Well, we can tell family stories, but I mean that's irrelevant to this podcast. But no, I swear they scare the hell out of me every time. Every single time. I never, no matter what the lead is, no matter what the situation, I never feel comfortable. Especially we've given up 2-goal games in the last the 2-goal leads in the last 2 games. Both
We
times.
gave up 2 of them last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were at game 1, I would say pretty early on, we were feeling good. I at least felt like we had a real chance at winning that game. And
Yeah,
it
until
just
that second period.
slowly just went downhill so fast.
I think once they scored the power play goal in game 1 to tie it up, that's when I was really like, I don't think we're getting out of this game alive. And then with Verona gave me a splash second of hope, and then we turned it right back around. And what they do? We gave them a power play. They push it wide to the outside. They beat Gruby glove side high.
Did you get that? Did you get the hope? Is that because Smith Pelly went a little Ovi there?
Okay, and I even said this because we ragged on him so much during that last podcast.
Yeah,
he had to, of course, get the goal, and I was like,
man, just rag on every player.
You know, I ragged on Wilson. Look, you got a goal tonight.
Well, you've been ragging on Wilson forever, so
yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure
like
that
a hobby.
I think.
Look, I give him credit. He's playing more actual hockey this year instead of being the goon that Adamote brought him up to be.
Did he get? I think he got over 10 goals this year, right?
I don't know if he got over 10, but I know he set a career high.
I really don't have a problem with him. But
it's not good when your career high's like 5, though. You were a first-round draft pick.
I have Matt's anti-Wilson speech basically memorized at this point since I've had to listen to it. In fact, we have friends who, when Wilson's name gets brought up, immediately start quoting Matt's "I hate Wilson" speech.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Wilson's position?
He's a right wing. Or he can play either or, but we play him on the right wing.
I don't know.
We got him to
it's
be
okay,
a younger
Karen, if you just like him because he's pretty. It's okay.
Oh, I mean, he is pretty, but what I was going to say, and I don't really want the redhead to come across the table because I don't have the energy to fight him tonight, but when I watch Wilson play and I watch Matt play, I don't think their style of play is all that different.
Wait, hold on. He can actually hit people, and I'm just kind of like accidentally running into people and falling down, okay?
Well, you're usually bigger, so they fall down.
You're both taking
first.
penalties that you don't need to take.
You know, in Matt's defense, I will say this season he's taken far less penalties.
I've also scored a lot less points.
That
bothers me.
Wait, did you score less points on your own team this season? Because that would be a win.
Well, first of all, everybody put pucks in my net this season, including my own team. Okay, you know, the team just did not have a good season.
No, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
About 5:54 left in the third period, and game still tied 2-2.
I'm just saying. I feel like I called it.
Speaking of pretty, Oshie's kind of pretty.
Oh, look at Bettman's there.
I hate Gary. Can we all just admit we hate Gary Bettman? Can we all just agree?
Did you hear? I heard some stupid rumor that he's trying to get the season reduced to like 60-something games.
Why?
Oh, I wouldn't mind that.
Shut up, Karen.
Why would you want that?
Well, because June is an awful. Well, you have a beard all year, but June is an awful time of year to have a playoff beard.
Well, technically, we haven't made it to June, so I don't get to keep it past the middle of May normally.
I'll be honest. I think the 80 game. How many games is it?
82.
I think that's excessive, and I think it's the same thing in basketball. I've always found that to be excessive. The only thing that's positive about it is that it makes the tickets real cheap.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just feel like
I would really love if it was baseball cheap.
Well, I mean, that's because the
Well,
Orioles and Nats.
yeah.
That's because the
Well,
Orioles and Nats.
Some of the Caps
Oh,
tickets
my.
were baseball cheap this season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Stars game, I got $20 tickets.
Yeah. I don't think we paid more than
40.
40
Yeah.
this season to go.
Oh, come on.
And of
Kuzi.
course, we turn it over in the offensive
Puck
zone,
back-
trying
back
to
out
get
of
on
the
the walls
zone.
with it.
And down.
Hey, at least hockey doesn't squeak.
No.
Oh god, it is really
Or
annoying.
click.
Mm.
Or clicking.
Hey, clicking is wonderful. It's a soothing, rhythmic,
Oh shit.
amazing sound.
Nobody here except you thinks clogging is that soothing.
Yeah, but I sit in cold, smelly hockey rinks, so y'all are stuck with it. Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's interference.
I don't,
Oh, I don't know what that
How
was.
are we not
Okay,
calling
I
that?
was saying,
Okay, I was about to
there's a
absolutely
call.
say.
yeah, about to
Are
say.
we putting the
I would just call the no. You can't just call it.
No, there's
No.
I think he might have just been calling just the net off. So
Oh,
it looks
you
like they took Tom Wilson down going into the net, and I'm really hoping that's going to be a power play because if not, these refs are literally just making shit up as they go.
Well, they
along.
look. But say but Columbus looks a little like what's going on. So maybe they did get a penalty. Stupid commercials. They don't buy a goddamn Volvo.
You know, I want to buy a goddamn team that makes it to the third round for the first time in my lifetime. Actually, I'm sorry, they did it in '98.
Yeah, they went to the Cup in '98,
Yeah, but
And
they
the
at
year
least
before-
made it to
and-
the third round.
and the year before that they went to
I
the
was
conference
4
finals.
years old.
Jesus, you're a child.
You're not winning any
Just
points.
when we
Last year.
forget how much younger Fallon is than the rest of us, she does something like that.
You still haven't even hit 25.
No, not yet.
Ugh.
Haven't crossed that boundary.
Oh, you just wait. You just wait till we.
And I have a team that won a championship before I turned 25. So
So hey, no, I don't. Neither the Cubs did.
No.
That was 31, 32. The Cubs won.
We have a friend from college who does a shot per year for his birthday. Yeah. We could do that to you when you turn 25.
I would
Who?
die. That would be death.
Who does that?
Wait, what?
Carlos.
Oh, he's in the army.
He's a little crazy, but
Yeah.
we like him anyway.
So the army gives you
I was
automatic
gonna say,
drinking
does the army
abilities? Is
train
it
you?
like
Well,
a
yeah,
serum they put in you, like Captain
No,
America?
Carlos is the one that tried to take you out with alcohol.
No, I'm very aware of who Carlos is. Trust me, I haven't forgotten. If you're listening, yes, I still remember who you are. I have nightmares about you sometimes. But I don't think being in the army automatically gives you free reign to drink as much alcohol as
No.
you please.
No,
This might be
he-
his
I
specific
think.
body
I
build.
think he hasn't drank less because he's in the army.
Fair.
It's a fair assessment.
This is the same guy who made me do shots of 151 mixed with vodka.
Mhm.
So the question is, does Braden Holtby play better with the neck beard or without the neck beard?
It's called a near.
Something
Neared,
that
man.
we should study.
It's called a neared.
So, do we think we should test it out? How I play with a beard?
Yes,
and a
yes,
neck beard?
yes,
No,
Matt. Yes,
you're
no.
not
Let's
allowed
start
to
it with
have
you.
neck
We'll
beard.
start it with you, Matt.
Wait,
Okay.
does Mikey have a neck thing? Because
A
I
neck?
feel like that's maybe
I don't think Mikey
something he
really.
should.
Mikey just has
like
sporadic
a neck
things. I don't
protector?
know
Is
if
that
I
what you're
can-
talking about?
Huh?
Are you talking about the?
Neck protector or neck
Oh, are
We're
we
talking
talking
about a
about?
neck beard?
Oh.
The
I was
near.
saying
Yeah.
there are games when he's got it limited to his face. So I'm just wondering what the ratio.
I'm
of
gonna
success
I'm gonna
is in
make
that.
up a stat. I'm gonna be like Wikipedia and just be like, I'm gonna wing it and say that he does better when he looks less gross because that's what
Go
I
wide,
want
go
the answer
wide.
to be.
cross pass. Oh,
Eller
Oh
with
my gosh,
feet.
so sloppy.
Dude, I
Come
can't remember the
on,
last time we actually had
Smith-Pelly.
like a solid, like decent
Clean breakout?
yeah, and
Was
like
it-
a solid chance inside their zone.
Was it? Oh, I thought you meant. I was going to say, was it game one when Kuzi had the disgusting snipe to the far post?
Oh God, I was so confused when that happened at first because I heard a ding and I didn't see where the puck went, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's in!"
That's what
The
she
first
said.
one I thought Oshie tipped in, and then they went back to the replay
Yeah.
and it just slid under his pad.
Yeah.
This is
How many
brutal.
games did we play against the Maple Leafs last year?
6. Mojo won it in
And
overtime
how
in
many
game
of those
6.
were overtimes? 4.
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I know Wilson had one in overtime. They had 2 in overtime. I think.
Wilson should never have scored that goal in overtime, by the way.
It bothered me.
Hey,
Especially because I hated him so much that they were like, he sniped it. And I was like, I'm sorry. He threw that at the net and it
Here we
luckily went in.
go.
Anyone see how much it pains Matt to say Wilson did something good?
No, because he
I
played hockey
swear,
this year,
Wilson
but he didn't
could
snipe
score-
that goal in overtime.
Wilson could literally score the game winner in the Stanley Cup, and that would find something to
Nope,
bitch about.
nope.
He would be like, he did really well while gritting his teeth and like visibly cringing.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you guys gonna do something with it, or
I mean, after
okay?
all the screaming and crying and celebrating, he then would say, "But Wilson still sucks."
At least we still have the video of you like lying in the floor
Oh, yeah.
celebrating so
Yeah.
that if
Okay.
there's ever a Stanley Cup win,
So we did not get a
we
power
can
play off
compare
that, by the way.
Matt's celebration.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder. I
To
think
yours.
I'll have
right to his
see.
chest.
I think so. I think we might have to replace a piece of furniture.
I honestly think I would just freeze. Like I really think I'd be really excited, but I think like the sheer shock would just like freeze me.
Right, but then when the excitement kicked in, I'm afraid of whatever you would be closest to.
Just,
See, the
just
thing
pick
is
me up and
that-
put me outside.
Yeah. If I could pick you up.
It amplifies it when you're with people that are rooting for the same team. Like if you're in a room of 50 Caps fans or something, like it's gonna amplify the experience.
Right.
When I was in a room full of Redskins fans,
Wow, yeah.
it wasn't exactly. I mean, my excitement lasted
I
for
was
5
celebrating
minutes.
with you.
I had a good cry, and then I had to move on
was.
because nobody in the room cared.
And then you shotgunned a beer.
That's true. I was forced
Well,
to
no,
shut
half
it
the country cared. It was like it's like this time of year when the rest of the world comes. Well, the rest of the United States comes together to cheer against the Penguins. Everybody was cheering. Well, sorry, Kay, love you. Most of the world was cheering against Tom Brady.
Yeah, but I think that was kind of a really, and I think a lot of people had the same problem I had, was like they really didn't want Philly to win, but they also were tired of the Patriots winning.
Right.
I mean, the team could have blown up. The stadium could have blown up with all of them in it.
Hey, that's not nice.
I mean, I also was happy to, for my girlfriend because her team won, so that was a thing.
Aww.
Sickens me.
Give him a boyfriend point. Clearly, he's trying.
I mean, in fairness, and the thing is, and I've said this on different podcasts, and I've said it to her too, is if I hadn't been dating her and hadn't pretty much watched all the games this season and how well they played and watched them earn it, I probably would have been like saying the usual shit I would have, but they deserved that win.
I was just lucky that I wasn't already, a hockey fan because, I could have easily been locked into another team, but that slot was wide
Didn't
open.
you say if you were a Penguins fan, we would have actually had a bigger problem than you being
I
an
think
Eagles
so.
fan?
I mean, I think for you, having to deal with, and I mean, it's one thing if you're favoring a different team other than the person your significant other likes, that's one thing. But when it's like their arch
rivalry,
nemesis, and not only that, but an arch nemesis that is actually
Winning.
able to win championships over and over again, and going through your team to get
Come on,
there,
come on.
that's
All right, so I mean,
And
we're
then-
at least battling and trying to.
And the Penguins are the first team to repeat since the Red Wings. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
In 98-99, right?
See,
Something
I'm
like that.
fortunate enough that the few Penguins fans that I'm exposed to on a regular basis are also some of the nicest people I know.
Oh, I
So
love Ton, but I hate his
it's-
team.
Right. It's easy to forgive Ton because he's so wonderful and he's so good at so many things.
Ton, she
Um,
needs you to do something this weekend.
No, but I may sometime.
She's trying to build that goodwill.
And then one of my coworkers, she is just one of the sweetest human beings on the planet, and she's a Penguins fan.
See,
And she's a Caps fan when she's not a Penguins fan.
not that
and I
sweet.
don't
She's
feel
a-
like that's
just not being
allowed.
a Penguins fan. That is just
That
ultimate betrayal.
is
But she
balderdash.
thinks Crosby's a wonderful human being.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
all right,
Even
yep,
worse.
yep,
her,
yep.
her opinion is
Yep,
officially no
Lori,
longer
I'm
involved.
sorry. Nope,
Your opinion
Nope.
is
invalid.
completely.
But we did agree for about 45 seconds because him writing the letters to the
Okay,
students-
that scared me. Hope you just sent out a pass right across.
They don't want another overtime, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you know what? I almost just thought he was going to turn that over to the other team and they were just going to bury it in a wide open net.
I really can't believe that we could very well go into another one tonight. I mean, that's just
another overtime.
absolutely
Yeah.
absurd. Yeah.
That's not absurd. That's the Washington Capitals.
I mean, for a while, they didn't go to overtimes for the longest time.
Right, but
No,
just when I
no,
get used
no,
to getting to go
no.
to bed at a normal time, it's like, no, just kidding.
Oh, and Baxter
We're going to
lost his
make you
stick.
stay up an extra
Oh.
45
Okay, dear.
minutes for utter
Oh, I
disappointment.
thought they went to go celebrate for a second, and I was like, oh, God, there it is. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Get the
No.
puck. Oh, whoa.
Okay, Orlov.
Oh, I thought it was a fan's hand. I thought I saw
Oh,
the ref's
boy.
hand go up in there. I was like, I will shit.
Orlov
bricks.
looks like he's trying to throw the body more, but the problem is I've seen him miss at least 2 or 3 times tonight alone. Oh my God. Oh, he almost had it. And then he looked like he was like, nah, get off me, Dad. All right. Well, I mean,
Don't
we're
trip him.
at least forechecking the hell out of him. I'm happy to see that. But okay. I'm pretty sure I just saw a shoulder go into Ovi's back, but okay.
Yeah, but everybody's in that one corner, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh,
No trip?
Boy.
No
oh
trip?
my God, man. These refs are just making things up as they go along.
No, I think they're not making anything up. They're not doing anything.
Oh, wow.
They have swallowed the whistles.
They're trying to end this game and let it roll on.
Hey guys, remember when I said that goal that got called off earlier for offsides is going to come back to bite us?
You know, do you remember
Here
when
we
no
are.
one, do you know remember when no one disagreed with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody arguing that statement. I am a little concerned that the referees aren't doing anything.
You mean like trying to help us end this game and give us a power
Oh,
play so we
Lord.
might actually be able to win one?
I mean, just calling blatant things.
They just call something.
No,
No,
just
just
a little
end it. Here we
scrap
go.
afterwards.
Overtime. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. They just want, you know what? It's like you want to go into overtime. I'm going to lose sleep. I'm going to basically be falling asleep driving to work tomorrow, and they're probably going to lose.
I know, that's
It's
the
just
worst.
Absurd.
See, that's the biggest thing. I wouldn't have a problem with the overtime if I was confident there was a chance we can pull out of it. But
Yeah.
what did I say before this game?
I don't know. What'd you say?
I used
You
to be,
said a lot
I
of
said-
negative things.
I said 3-2 overtime loss.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
why
it's
would you?
coming.
Why would you say that out loud?
Because it's the damn.
Why would you put it in the atmosphere?
You're right, Matt. This is why we lose, because of negative fans like you.
Well, we lose because you go game ones.
Oh my God.
That's
Hey,
one
you know
reason.
what? Why did they win game 2 then? Is it because we attended a game in general? Therefore,
Yeah.
they're going to lose all the
Yes,
rest of the games.
yes. His aura is now still in
Oh my God.
Capital One Arena.
His aura lives there.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry, Verizon Center.
no, it's Capital One
No,
Arena.
it's Verizon Center.
Well, then it would be MCI Center
It
technically,
will-
since
yeah, you know what? Look, I'm pretty sure I had just stopped calling it MCI Center when it was changed to Verizon Center. Or no, when it was changed to Capital One. I never even got to Verizon Center.
it's a 2-2 going into overtime. Somebody asked a question. That's why
Oh, there are people watching.
Oh, hi.
a whole dose people. Yes, and one guy asked what the score was. It's 2-2 going into overtime.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Again.
Oh my God, you guys are such the worst people.
So
No.
negative.
Yeah, I don't know why you're so goddamn negative.
Well, this is what happens when you're watching the Capitals on a school night and you're
Yeah,
going
yep.
into overtime
It's-
and you're
it's-
not drinking.
It sounds
it's
like
no
a choke,
glass
Joe.
half full, glass
does.
half empty.
Yeah,
It's-
Matt's got a nice
it seems
glass
like a
of
choke.
water.
Since
This
yeah.
is straight
What
vodka
brand
in
of
honor
water
of Russian
are you
machine never
drinking?
breaks. Okay, just chugging vodka.
except
Hopefully
he
the
went
Russians get
upstairs
done.
and the vodka's back here.
yeah.
Shh.
So yeah.
They'll try to lie to these 4 people watching right now, saying that you're
4
drinking liquor.
people.
All right.
Yeah,
There's many
People.
people watching as are in this room.
I know.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
5 now. Look at that.
Woo!
Although
Ooh.
for anybody that's watching now or will be watching this later, one, I apologize. 2, if you're ever bored at work and want a fun game, ask Dan or Matt or anybody related to Bender Knows Best random sports trivia. If nothing else, it'll be amusing. I assure you.
I know a lot of random sports trivia.
I'm not denying that.
It's just not all relevant to
Wow,
anything
you
special.
playing the podcast while we're
Boosting
doing
the numbers a
podcast.
little bit there.
Were you the 5th person that just left? Are you why we just lost a person?
No.
You just
No,
officially made
but-
us sadder than the Caps overtime.
But
There's
so,
nothing that's
so
gonna be sad
far,
about that.
we didn't come on until about the 3rd period. Anybody that's just recapping so far is that they look pretty sloppy so far. No really,
Really
good,
sloppy so far.
Yeah, I'm not a goddamn word of fire. Okay,
We know that.
thank you.
Make sure Dan never does my Googleization, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But no, it's very sloppy. Breakouts have been shit. Haven't been able to keep a puck in barely. It doesn't even feel like we're actually out shooting them, but surprisingly, we are out shooting them.
No,
So
the same thing has
Power
happened the
plays
last
been garbage.
the same thing that's happened the last 2 games. First period, we come out swinging, we're getting out of the zone, we're taking shots, we're creating chances, and then as the game goes on, like we always do, we progressively get worse. And I don't know whether it's they're making the adjustments and we're not able to adjust back around them,
mhm.
or we just can't connect because we're the Capitals and that's how we play.
Can
I'm
you,
gonna go with the second thing you said.
like that right there, like that. This play right here that led to the Panarin goal, though. Not Panarin goal. Yeah, Panarin goal.
It was a
What-
cheap little attempt
well,
to
no,
take by Orlov.
No, but yeah, but I'm saying Orlov should have had that off the boards, though. I think it went through his legs
Yep.
to the Columbus Blue Jackets to exit the zone on a nice clean breakout.
Yep.
Well, no. I mean, the other team is adjusting to our play. And other teams, if you look at the other teams playing in the playoffs right now, the level of aggression, the level of power they're playing with
Oh yeah.
makes the Caps look like a, minor league kind of game. And we're not adjusting and we're
No.
not playing like we want it.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I agree. Every time I watch them, and I always have to think to myself, like, well, maybe I need to pay attention to how some of the other games are going to really determine if the Caps look as bad as I think they do, and
Yep.
they do. I
Yep.
mean, it's just and it's so sporadic. Like they have these moments of moving really quickly and making all the right decisions and getting all these awesome scoring opportunities, and then they have really long bouts of being slow and sloppy and overpassing and just looking like garbage. And I just don't get it. There's no consistency.
We're notorious for not being able to play a full 60-minute game. And the problem is we either come out flat, get behind and are desperate, or we come out swinging and get up, and then we just can't maintain
blow it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's not even consistent by period anymore. Like, at least this series, it hasn't even been like, oh, they're doing really well in the first period, then they blow it in the second period. It's like the first half of the first period, they're good. And then a quarter of the first period, they're not. I mean, it's just so sporadic. And I just don't think that they can get a rhythm going and actually get the job done.
Part of it, I think, is speed. If you look at teams like Pittsburgh and you look at teams like Winnipeg and all the other places, Vegas, for instance, they come out flying, and there's not a moment in the game where they're stopping. Right. They're going full tilt every shift.
And to be the best team in this sport especially, you have to be playing full throttle the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way that you can possibly keep winning if you have those moments where...
Let's shift gears from bashing the Caps for a minute and give the Knights credit, because this is their first year playing together.
I called it from the beginning.
And not to mention, if they actually... I don't want to jinx anything, but if they sweep the Kings, they will be the first team ever in their inaugural season to sweep the first.
They're a team of firsts, to be honest, as an expansion team.
And no one expected them to do this.
How many times have we heard the Knights and first mentioned in the same sentence?
Oh,
I mean, they're an unbelievable force to be reckoned with this year. And I told Matt early on, just from watching them, that I thought that they were do really well in the playoffs and even potentially go to the Stanley Cup. So I just think they have an actual real chance at it.
And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I was very skeptical about that because, I mean, some of these guys, it's the first year coming in, there's always jitters. Not to mention, it's first time playing with a lot of these people. Everything gets ramped up in the playoffs. Everything kind of shuts down a little bit. But credit to them, they have been lights out. They've been playing great. Fleury's been playing great in net.
And they're fun to watch.
Yeah,
they are really fun to watch.
Yeah, it was also fun to watch the Sharks.
Oh man,
they just won 8-1.
Did you see?
They're up 3-0, 3-on the series too.
You see Chimmer give a little cheap shot there to Fair.
Yeah, why not? A little friendly love. They both played together at one point in time.
But no, I mean, like I said, I did not expect that of them. I was very wary of them, the Vegas, and I was just like, we'll see how they do. They got to the playoffs, and they are not disappointing at all.
Right. So you know what you guys do have to look forward to, because the overtime's about to start soon, is no commercials.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they don't do commercials.
Yeah, there's no.
I mean, and there's already very limited commercials.
This is the night. So. This is the night we go into triple overtime.
Please don't. Please. Don't you put that evil on like that?
Don't put things like that into the universe. They might happen.
I mean, if you want
to see people, if you want to see a podcast completely asleep at the table, that's what you're asking for.
I mean, have you ever stayed up and watched a game that has been that long?
Yes.
I mean, I haven't. Literally, I think one night. I think the night it happened, I was here, Karen, and you're like, "Why are you not in bed yet?" I'm like, "The game's still going on."
We went into a double once or twice against the Leafs last year, right? I think.
No.
We never went into a double overtime.
All of them. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure all of them were single.
Once, but I could be wrong about that.
I think the last time I saw a triple overtime was years ago when Colorado did it. I forget who they were playing at the time. It might have been the year that they actually. No, I think it was later. I don't remember what it was, but Colorado had some triple overtime game that they lost in.
I was up till 2:00 in the morning. Last Friday watching the Knights in overtime, because it was that game was like.
Flurry and quick.
Pretty much watching goalies. It was a matter of which goalie was going to be too tired to make another save, but they were making unbelievable saves. It was a really awesome overtime to watch.
Talk about another comeback too, is especially Marc-Andre Fleury, because playing for the Pens for the last few years, Murray obviously came in and took that number one spot and obviously won them that first cup 2 years ago, but. There was a lot of talks about Marc-Andre Fleury really kind of being done and not being that good anymore. And especially going into the playoffs last year when Murray got hurt and they were like, Fleury's going to be in. I'm like, that's it. They've lost it. They're not going anywhere. He played lights out and has continued to do so for the Knights. And that was surprising to me.
Right.
And I think it's helped him out a lot to be the chosen goalie for a team.
Yeah.
I mean, I think sitting back up to somebody.
She's right. She was right. It's game 2 Caps. Toronto wins a double overtime.
Right.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because I remember there was at least one game there where I was like, "Oh, this is still happening." But
well, I think Fleury's always been that very much just enjoys being part of the team and will always take whatever role is given to him and everything. And like I said, I think he was playing shoddy. The number one spot got taken away from him as soon as Murray came in. And I think he was like, all right, like if I'm a backup, I'll play when you need to, and I'll give you everything I got.
Here's a fun fact: 5 out of the 6 games last first round that we played against Toronto went to overtime.
We were actually down to Toronto 2-1 at one point, right?
And the first 3 games were overtime as well.
Yeah.
And we were actually down 2-1 against them last year, right? I think we won the first one, lost the next 2, and then came back and tied it up.
But see, and once again, I hate to be like, let's be super negative, but it's just one of those things you have to think about where you're like, okay, we're struggling so bad in this series, and like, yeah, sure, say we do come back, and then we got to go on and potentially face the Penguins. I mean, come on. Like
well, technically, the series is only 2-1 in Philly,
and also
Philly
in fairness,
can manage to win.
Well,
apparently.
I'm saying if we potentially were to go on to play a team like the Penguins, it's one of those things where if we're struggling this bad in this scenario, put us in a rivalry situation.
But in fairness, I mean, Philly and Pittsburgh are just trading ass whoopings back and forth with each other so far. I mean,
I agree with you. That's completely true.
What was it? 7? What was it, like 7-0, and then it was 6-1, and then I think it was like 5-1 the other day for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, all we can hope for at this point is if we make it to play one of them, they're exhausted by the time they get to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we might be equally as exhausted if we keep doing overtime in every.
We're not playing hard enough to be exhausted.
You got to play hard.
Yeah, gliding around the ice.
Biceps, triceps,
hard.
Yeah.
Highlanders gay porn hard.
Gay porn hard.
And we picked them. Yep, that says wonderful things about us.
Let's me say
I like to think of myself as a very fun-loving individual. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Fun-loving.
It's not gay if the brothers.
If you're fucking brothers, it's gay with a dash of something else. Which, by the way, this is super unrelated.
Aren't you glad you tuned in for this?
By the way, this is super unrelated to the game actually being played. But I've always hated Brent Johnson as a commentator.
Why?
I don't know. He seems like a douche.
Why do you hate Johnny?
For whatever reason.
Why do you hate Johnny
which one's
so much?
Brent?
He's the guy on the right.
Who used to play for the Capitals at one point.
Which is very useful when the screen now says something that is not people.
Hold on.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've just never liked him as commentating. Nothing. I've just never particularly cared for him.
No, he's the guy on the right.
Guy on the right.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
clearly I don't pay attention much because I don't know that I've ever seen him before.
He's been on Cats.
The other two I recognize.
Yeah.
And then there's the like preppy hipster kid that is the reason we now have this whole setup in the basement because Dan was like, "Wait, I know more about sports than him. I'm slightly overweight. I can do that." Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know about all sports.
And this was the last time Dan invited his wife on the podcast.
I don't know about all more sports than he does. Just hockey.
Oh.
Let's not send me that far out there. Oh my God. No. I know more about hockey than him. He probably knows more about football than I do. But
this is Trott's last year. This is his contract year, right?
I have a feeling they resign him.
I mean, at this point,
really, I think it's 50-50.
Right. Do not get me wrong. I do not disagree with you. It is not the coach's fault, but at some point in time,
it's hard to fire a guy that won 2 President's trophies.
Yeah.
And he's made the playoffs. You've made the playoffs all 3 years he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
And they went down a little. I mean, so they didn't win. They didn't get 115 points. That's the real question.
Do you resign him?
I think, unfortunately, and when I say unfortunately, I think you do. I mean,
I think DC's split on it, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, and the one thing like Mikey has said, like he needs to adapt more.
Yeah.
I mean,
a simple
you know what would help him if we got out of the fucking first and second round.
Hey, ears.
What?
I tried.
What?
Never mind. I was going to just take it to an extreme level. I don't need to take it to.
No.
Ma'am, drink your tea.
My tea is empty.
Hey, go make some more tea.
No, but I mean, Fallon, what do you think?
I don't think this is a coach problem in Washington at all.
Right.
And I think if you have a coach that, like Dan is saying, that has had so much success, what are you going to do when you're looking for another coach? The qualification is going to be what exactly? Being able to get to the next round of the playoffs? How do you determine whether or not a coach is going to be the deciding factor in making that happen?
Yeah.
Right.
And then what you might do is get rid of a coach that's actually giving you that much success to bring on a guy who's doesn't have a proven record with this team that might keep you out of the playoffs. And what did you get for that change? Nothing.
That's true.
So I don't think it's a coach issue.
As pessimistic as we've all been, we are still a relatively successful team. I mean, it's not like the first hockey game I ever went to where the entire stadium was chanting fire.
Fire Hanlon.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I remember. Dad used to get us tickets for like $6 a piece to go sit up in the nosebleeds.
That's when they were horrid.
Yeah, I mean that's how far back we go.
That's
as
how.
Caps
That's
fans.
how.
So we've become spoiled as fans in a respect where
Well, I mean,
we're like-
complaining about going to the
Well,
playoffs.
right.
For sure,
But see, here's my problem though. I've seen the team be shit. I've seen them to go to the playoffs. I've seen them get knocked out in the second round. I've seen the team literally demolish the rest of the league all season long, get knocked out the second round. So it's one of those things where if it's not the coach, how do you fix the player situation?
I mean,
it's a mental block.
but it looks real
I
shitty.
think
It looks
obliterate the roster.
I think-
I keep saying that, but I just think you gotta.
it looks
mix
shitty.
It up.
It looks shitty on the organization. I feel like
or
if you fire a coach, you won three division.
or we need to
titles.
hire an what is it?
a
Wait,
mind coach or something.
No. Hold on.
Therapist?
So-
a sports therapist.
Yeah.
Sports
Burkowski-
psychologist,
Burkowski-
maybe.
I remember
Yeah.
listening to Holtby talk about it last year, and I thought it was interesting that Holtby actually sees a sports therapist, especially during playoff time.
The team needs to go to
but
I'm pretty
a
clearly
sure
sports
Holtby
therapist.
has him
yeah, they
on
need
speed
group
dial.
therapy.
Yeah.
I think the thing that with Mitch, I think Mitch Korn leaving though is
I think
is
that's a
messing
big
with
thing.
him.
Yes.
Still 2-2
Now-
in overtime.
Now Mitch Korn actually handpicked, I think his name's Scott Mitchell, to like take over for him. And Mitch Korn is still involved. He's just not the main guy that's here every day.
I think he's coaching a different team now.
Oh, wait,
No.
they actually looked
No.
aggressive for like 2 seconds. Y'all missed it.
No, Mitch Korn is
One of
still
those
involved
rare
with the team. It's just like there's somebody
No.
else who's handling the day to day. Oh my God, Koozie, do
Wow,
something.
Wow, let's just circle around with the puck.
Oh my God, that's why I hate this team. Look at that. Koozie literally just circled around the entire
Without a single shot.
Move your
offensive
feet.
zone and just threw it back down on the wall. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
I really don't like it when Holtby goes all the way over there.
When he leaves the net to play the puck,
You
you
know,
don't like that.
Holtby's one of the only goalies I've watched though that I'm usually pretty confident when he has the puck. Like he
How about when he slides 50 feet out for a Superman poke check?
Yeah, that's what I don't.
Ooh.
Well, those moments have been
Few and far
scary,
between.
for
Yeah.
sure. But I mean, most
Yeah.
of the time when Holtby's handling the puck, I'm not nervous about it.
Hey, I remember when he did that against the Bruins and it did not work in his
I
favor.
remember against the Rangers when he did it and he threw the puck right to Mike Richards and
Yeah.
he got scored on.
Mhm.
It was last year against
No, not
the
Mike Richards,
Penguins
Brad
Richards,
when
Brad
he skated
Richards,
all the
sorry.
way out, right?
Yes. it
Because
was.
that I remember I was at work. I was serving and I walk up like right as that moment was happening, and I just remember being like,
Did you drop a
"Oh
tray?
my God, what are you doing?"
Did you drop a tray on a bunch of people?
hot soup on some.
And then I was like, you know what? It worked. I can't fight you.
I-
Oh,
Oh,
good
nice
poke,
poke.
Orlov,
I
good
literally think
poke.
that was everybody's mentality. I think
Yeah.
it was, oh my God, oh, it worked.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When those moments work, it doesn't really. I'm not going to say anything, but when they don't work,
Come on, Connolly.
Con-
I
Connolly
feel
just
like
almost got
Bud
a
Light
1-2
made a
feet.
commercial about that.
Release. Oh,
Shoot the puck on net.
dude.
Boy.
Oh,
Dude, I will give
another fan job.
the Blue Jackets credit. As with all Tortorella teams, they block a ton of shots
Yeah.
because he has a mentality of I don't care who you are on this team, you will block a shot.
He has calmed down a lot though. If you,
Yeah,
I mean,
has
his
he
oh,
taken up yoga?
some of
He
his
just
some
started
of, he
smoking.
doesn't like if you look at he does still get angry, but like he doesn't rant near as much as he
Oh,
did
yeah.
anymore.
Does he have a
And-
Zen garden?
I don't know. He maybe
does
has like
Pilates.
one of those like I don't have the culture of my it's like a Chinese rock garden or whatever. You just move the shit.
Oh
around.
yeah,
Zen
Nate,
garden.
Nate had
That's
those.
a Zen. That's what
Yep.
I
Still
just
two.
said.
Still two in
They know
overtime.
Okay, so are we not gonna? Okay, see, this is my problem. Is it keeps being all these extra shoves after the whistle. I mean, like the scrums, I don't care about, but like it's clearly getting aggressive. Call something on them, and that could be because I want a power play so we can end
Well,
this. So
yeah,
I
I
can
think
have-
so.
It's
because-
overtime, so you know they're gonna swallow their whistle most of the time. It's not gonna.
What
they're gonna.
whistle?
It's
they didn't bring their whistles
it's going.
to this
It's gonna
game.
have to be
No, they did in the
blatant.
first two periods.
It's going to
Yeah.
have to be like a delay of game
Yeah.
or like a clear high stick.
God, I'd love for them to delay the game. Blue Jackets, not the Capitals.
That's like, please specify who you want.
Okay, in case people haven't figured this out, I do want the Capitals to win. I'm just very skeptical through all the
I
shit
think
that I have
based
to
on
watch.
how much red is
You're right. Go
in this camera view, I think it's pretty clear which team we'd like to win, but that doesn't mean that they will.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, it's never going to be easy.
I'd also like to get to drink wine and eat carbs every day and be skinny,
Oh, that'd
but
be lovely.
Why do they got to make food taste so good?
No, why do they have to make all the worst foods for you taste so good?
It's all right.
I mean,
We all talk about this as we don't drink any beer, even though every single one of us would love to.
maybe that's why we're so grumpy because
Yeah,
we're not
that's why
eating
we're
the
so
things we
negative.
want to. We're not
Well-
drinking the things we want to, and the Capitals aren't winning games.
Oh,
See, that is one thing I will admit that even
chances,
after
chances.
oh my god,
Oh,
Orpik
Orpik,
actually
why
kept
would
the
you
puck
throw
in.
that on net?
I mean, it's Orpik. Oh,
I thought he put it in.
Ovi almost just backhanded in from a zero angle standing next to the goal, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was about to pull that
Hey,
off.
if somebody could do it.
I
mean,
give it to
Ovi's,
McDavid.
I don't know how he
Coffee.
lifts anything on the backhand with that curve of his.
It's a pitching wedge, and it is like
Here,
just this shade of
Here,
legal,
would you like a 9? Would you like a wedge to the roof?
right? It
I
was
don't like this
basically.
curve.
I think
Does he have a lot of curve or no
He
curve?
has a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know golf clubs at all?
Eh,
It's a pitching wedge. It's basically just like this,
like a bowl?
like almost like it is this shade of legal.
No.
There actually is. I forget what it is. Like they're supposed to like be able to like put a puck underneath it. Like
If it goes all the way through, then yeah.
His like I said, it's just legal.
Whoever commented in this "Let's Go Blue Jackets," get out of here. Not welcome.
Hey, I don't care.
I care.
He's allowed to root for them.
Who is he?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's a he.
But
I
we're
don't
also
know.
allowed to tell them they're wrong too.
I mean, sure.
Wait, somebody who doesn't know us and isn't forced to listen to us on a regular
Wait, is
basis
that really
is
happening?
watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Oh, hey, never mind. You can stay.
I hope we provide you with some kind of at least moderate entertainment here.
Well, I think mainly they've been asking for a score update. Mostly, everyone. I've had 4 comments.
You know what? They're just coming here for the score.
It's
And
not
you know
all
what? Come
we're
here
good
for.
for.
That's fine.
We're very sorry if you don't have access
Well,
to
I
the
will say-
game
I
and you're
will-
stuck with us instead.
I will say
That's
one
very
thing. I am
unfortunate.
at least very happy we got Jay Beagle back for at least defensive zone draws.
Beagle.
Because watching game 1 where we lost every single like PK draw,
Defensive zone.
yeah, it was really
Yeah.
bothering me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying he's going to light up the lamp every single game, but he
He's
is
the
a big-
face-off one, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
he's the face-off one.
Oh,
Go, skate. See, that's another thing. We're having trouble getting out of our zone right now. We just keep getting trapped.
Really?
I'm trying to provide some kind of commentary for the people who are listening, watching us instead of watching. You know what?
Not sarcastic at all. Really?
Also,
Pens fan. Okay, well, I mean, you can't all
Man, this is getting
Oh.
real bad. Where are the Caps fans?
be.
At?
Sabres are gonna be trash again next year.
I
I
Well, I
mean,
mean, that's not wrong. Come on.
mean, eventually, hey,
Yeah,
man,
you know, that's the thing though, is I feel like Karen was saying earlier, you know, we complain all the time, but I know every time I talk about that to people who are fans of teams that hardly ever make the playoffs, they're just like, what are you complaining about? I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying, I do, but
You know what
it's
I'm
almost worse. It
Okay.
really
yeah, I
is.
think I
you're-
would take a whole season of us just playing
Like garbage.
absolutely
Yeah,
horrible
than
if it
playing
meant the
well.
next year we came back and actually did
Right.
something.
Okay.
You know,
Completely agree.
Johan, you want to know what the answer to the question is of what are you complaining about? I'm complaining about never getting to the third round.
some guy said the next
It's this
10.
big metal thing, has like a bowl thing on top. We want one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be look at it this way. You could be the Oilers who kept getting the first pick of the draft for years.
Oh my God.
Still to make
I thought
the
that was
playoffs.
rigged. I really thought that was
And then
rigged.
look, then they got Connor McDavid, who's leading the league in points. and they
Taylor
still-
Hall, Nugent
and they
Hopkins.
still-
Oh boy. Holtby.
Ooh, good save on the backhand short side.
But that goes back to the Knights and my respect for them because they have like a patchwork team.
I'm with
mean-
you, Bruce. Bruce P3. We need the win.
They've got players from all over. They've got players from different lines and different skill levels. And I should probably sit still.
You know who they have? They have Nate Schmidt. I want him back.
That's true.
I want him back
But
so bad.
they've been able to figure out a way to play as a cohesive group.
Yep.
Their chemistry is amazing.
Wait, do you mean in order to progress in the playoffs and make a deep run and potentially win the Stanley Cup, you have to play a team game?
It helps.
Oh, it's all clicking in my mind now. Maybe we should let the guys in white. Who
But
are
see,
playing
that's
Columbus
the other
find
thing
out.
about the Caps is I feel like if it was a bunch of guys that were clearly out for their own stats and like didn't really want to play as a team or whatever, I might say like, okay, well that's why their team play is bad in the playoffs. Like that just makes sense.
Right, but they're
That's
not
not
that
how they
either.
are.
No.
They just want to win. I know they do, and I know that they will do anything it takes in terms of playing as a team to make that happen. But unfortunately, the chemistry just isn't there,
Mm-mm.
no matter what they do.
So Talon needs
It's like a
to
bad
add
relationship,
a
and it's like you
therapy
love the
thing.
person, you know what I mean? But the sex is just really bad.
Oh, I
It's like,
thought they scored.
Yeah.
I thought he scored.
So you're like, I want to stay.
Get
so
the
I
puck
want
out.
I thought they scored
Right.
that. man.
But
Well, fortunately, they're toys for that one problem, but
See,
I don't think there's an alternative to the Stanley Cup.
Again, we get into their zone, it just gets turned over almost right away. Oh.
No, because Towson has the really cool, it's industrial psychology.
Yeah.
Did I get it right? There needs to be a sports one so that we can have some readily available resources for the
Oh my
entire
God,
team.
get there.
Yeah.
Well, I get why he didn't want to
Go, skate.
there. Get the puck, Conley.
Also, I
I feel
managed
like
to
we're
lose my cell
gonna
phone.
literally blow the
Without
speakers
moving.
out on these things if a goal gets scored.
I'm literally throwing the first thing close to me.
Well, all right.
Dan's immediately like, you need to be in like a safe room.
No, just turning mics down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's a good preemptive measure.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean,
we've
go
got all
skate,
kinds
skate.
of comments, only I can't see
They're
that
all
one.
talking amongst each other. Somebody wants the Caps to win so their bracket doesn't look like shit. It's Bruce P3 thinks it's Knights versus Pens in the Cup.
I agree.
That would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I agree.
And as long as the Knights win, I might actually be okay with that because I'm
The
kind of
Knights, I
resigned
mean,
myself
once-
to.
if the Caps go out, my second choice for who I'd want to win would definitely be the Knights.
Yeah,
for
this
sure.
will be the first year that I
And
actually
Matt
keep
gets, like,
watching.
has been mad at me since day one. Oh, you're so far up the Knights' ass. Why are you so obsessed with them? And I'm like,
Because
I
they're
just
fun to
I like
watch.
the story. I think it's a great storyline.
That was
they
almost in.
Have been able to accomplish what they have, even after being
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
a brand new expansion team.
Sharks West Coast. Shark
Well,
West.
yes,
First
we all
off,
know
That's
off-
because
get
you're
off
the
Jumbo
weird.
Joe's
I've
nuts.
got a West Coast and an East Coast team because I can't pick one.
No,
and-
it's because Dan used
Mm.
Jumbo Joe's curve for years and practically just nuts are on his forehead.
Yep. I mean, the guy is like 6'4", and I'm 5'5",
That's a terrible mental image. The forehead thing.
and he's got a
Mm.
gigantic beard. I can only imagine what his nuts look like.
There it is. All right. All right. That's a lot of good hockey talk. Oh,
Nope. Ooh, get the puck.
oh no,
Oh
no.
my God.
Okay,
Oh, I
seriously,
hate- I
like
hate when
there's
there's a-
way too
I hate
much
when-
stuff that
I hate
happens
when
right
there's
in
a
front of our
cluster of
net.
people in front of our net.
My
and the
lemon
puck's
just
still
hit me
there.
in the
I don't even
face.
wanna know.
It's a 10,
It's a
10:38.
All right, it's not too
At
bad.
least we live down the street as opposed to
Yeah.
in DC and got to ride the metro home and then
By
drive
down the
home.
street, you mean like 40 seconds from here. So
Yeah.
Oh, now it's
Yeah.
40 seconds, but when I got to walk home, suddenly it's an hour.
Well, you're not the. Never mind.
Because you got a lot of soft,
you
subtle
just did a
features. You know,
little-
it's a
I support
rabbit jump
her.
there.
you got soft.
I literally
subtle
had to
features.
walk halfway home just to get to Mikey's car for him to drive me the rest of the way. He
Back door,
literally-
back door.
Here it is. I can feel it.
You know
cover
what?
the net. Cover the net.
We do a lot of ridiculous stuff for y'all. So yeah.
All right, well, at least we're getting out of our zone
Yeah.
somewhat better, but like we're not actually creating
10
chances.
minutes, 57 seconds left in the overtime.
Eller to me is somebody who's had a fantastic season, and I'm actually really happy.
No, I'm
about
glad.
that.
I'm kind of glad he got that contract extension
Yeah,
because he definitely did. He's having a
Right,
career as
nice,
well.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh.
man, I
Obi
thought,
far
I
side
thought the
miss.
lights were coming on.
Well, they won't come on because it'll be quiet. If
I
Oh.
do. Okay, every time they take a 1-T shot, I swear, I
It's
just
moving
like,
so fast, it's like hard to tell.
Come on,
and you're
Kuzi.
like- you have
Oh,
to
God.
go based off a reaction.
yeah, like I'm almost looking to see whether they celebrate to figure out whether they actually
Well,
scored.
I mean, hypothetically,
Oh,
if
boy.
the Caps were to score,
Opie,
you wouldn't
Opie,
see
Opie.
any sirens go. You wouldn't hear any.
well,
Yeah,
no,
you're
but I'm
right.
talking about like I see them shoot and like I don't see a puck go in the net, but then I'm also confused. Like, wait, did I just not see where it went in? So I have to like look to see whether
Oh my God.
that's okay.
I
Again,
just-
dude, they're
They
they're coming out hard.
We
They're pushing
look
fast.
exhausted.
Dude, Ovi, get off the
Yeah.
ice. Ovi, now's the time you get off
Oh,
the
they
ice.
call
Oh,
out the
look, the
icing.
ref did
They
something.
called the icing. Wow, that looked like it could have been icing.
Dude. You know who I'd really love to have in this situation? Nate Schmidt.
Oh my
Man skates
God.
like a god.
Skates like a god,
He does.
really?
Yeah.
Jesus, man, that's a high praise.
We
Matt just
now
likes him because he
have.
wears his jersey number.
Hey,
now
hey,
have-
excuse me. I'm 81 technically.
Matt used to wear his jersey number.
Until Dan lied to me and said it wasn't. and said
No,
it wasn't
somebody
good.
was
He
using it at the
said
time.
Nobody was using. You lied to me. You just
Icing?
didn't want me to have the 8.
No.
Oh, okay,
So
they call it
Thor
icing.
has a hammer and Nate
No, no,
Smith
no.
has hockey skates.
No, Thor used to have a hammer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now he's
Spoiler
just
for anybody,
gorgeous.
somebody that
Yeah, way to
for
go,
nobody,
Dan.
for nobody that
I
watched
haven't seen
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. Okay.
Spoiler: loses Mjolnir.
Oh,
Mjolnir, actually. Sorry.
Well, I'm actually
but he
really
got
excited.
hotter in the process, so it was worth it.
Okay.
So
He did.
Fallon loves Marvel, so let's just keep talking about Marvel
Please,
movies
please,
during
for
this
the love of
during the
God.
small break we have going on here.
I'm already.
You actually do love Marvel. You love Guardians of the Galaxy, and they are Marvel.
Yeah, that's
Look, he's got
Baby Groot.
look, the Neard's coming. Look, his Neard's growing back in.
That's what I was saying. I was
Ugh.
trying just now to determine whether or not I would consider that to be like mid-grade.
Mid-grade
near.
near.
Mid- If Jesus walks on water,
Because if
then
they
he
are
s-
to pull this off,
then he
whatever
swims
neckbeard
in
level he's
ice.
at, he needs to maintain.
No, you can't. Well, you
Because
can't.
Oh,
I
wait,
have officially
you-
decided that
you
that is
support
the
that?
deciding factor in the Capitals' ability to win.
Reading the comments are hilarious.
The
Somebody put, if
amount of
Jesus walks on
facial
water, then he
hair-
swims in ice.
Imagine how much hair he'd have. Imagine how much facial hair he'd have if he makes it to the cup.
Somebody put in the comments. Put if Jesus walks on water, then he swims in ice.
I mean,
Deep.
I get
You know what, Dan? Get that tatted. Get that tatted
Quote
right
of the
across the
day.
shoulder blade.
pass on black.
Thank you for lightening the mood, commentator.
yeah.
No, but for real though, I will pay to have you tattoo that on your back.
No.
Pass.
Start a GoFundMe page.
More important
Hard
question to
pass.
be answered is Team Captain America or Team Iron Man. Ooh.
Ooh.
This
Like-
is now becoming a different
Like-
podcast.
You know what? You know what?
Not gonna lie. I'm Team Iron Man.
Yeah.
Team Iron
I mean,
Man.
if I had to pick one, they're both garbage. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick Iron Man.
you're
Wait, so what team are you?
She's
No,
team.
I don't-
she's
I don't
team.
do Marvel.
She's team Guardians.
DC Comics all day.
You love Guardians of the Galaxy, and they are Marvel.
Yeah, they're the only ones.
But that's
Actually,
Marvel.
I like Black Panther's Marvel too, right?
Yes.
I dig Tim. But that's
Okay.
about it.
I honestly think
Nashville,
I'd also have to
Toronto.
go Iron Man.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Nashville or Toronto. Nashville.
Toronto's got
takes
some
it.
coming back.
Wait,
to do.
are you going Iron Man or America?
Iron Man.
Okay. I was about to say you can't go Golden Boy Goody Two Shoes, or I'm gonna
No.
just attack you.
Offside. Thank you.
But no, honestly,
Good God, Columbus has so much more.
the game's
speed.
in Columbus, by the way.
Game is in
Um,
Columbus. Team Cap all the way.
Dude, honestly,
I mean, you're allowed to have your choice. All right, I just Cap's too.
I mean,
vanilla
I
for me.
like Cap. I date Cap, but if I have to rely on
he's got a beard for Infinity Wars. Okay,
Mm,
I don't know if it's a near.
And he
but
has,
he's got
and
a
he has
beard.
bleach blonde hair. He
Yeah,
has-
which also doesn't
he
make
has-
sense to me. But sure, he's got a brown beard and the thing, but blonde hair. But whatever.
he's got
Well,
frosted tips.
Dan's doesn't match. Dan's got brown hair and
All
a
right,
red
so
beard.
Caps are actually in the zone. We might actually be able to do something here. Maybe, possibly. Doesn't look
Wait,
like it.
wait.
Never
doesn't
wanted
look
to
like
see
it.
a puck.
Oh,
I-
that's a high stick,
No, they didn't
boy.
call it.
dude. Are you serious?
Are they
He's-
not gonna?
He's
call
literally
that?
bleeding on the ice, and you're not going to call a high stick on that. Explain that to
Not
me.
gonna lie, it's gonna be relatively.
Oh, I
funny.
thought he was about to call pounding
if
on
we
that.
get
and I
if
was
we
like,
if we get to the other end of the ice and he's not bleeding, and Matt's like, he's bleeding on the ice.
Dan,
I don't see any blood.
Yeah, I don't know that he was bleeding.
Oh.
on
Whoa,
Well,
it's those second opportunities. That's what
We're just not getting.
well, we're getting them. We're just not doing anything
Bucky is
with
better.
them.
I mean, one arm Bucky's better than Cap, or two arm Bucky's better than
that's a
Cap.
valid question. Well, I'm pretty sure he gets his arm back, considering Wakanda's probably going to hand him a giant arm.
I'm just asking the questions here, okay?
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the Bucky and Cap bromance there. That's a real
Okay,
thing.
wait. I've been momming, so I'm behind a few movies. Bucky is
His friend,
Yeah, the Winter Soldier.
died in-
The Winter
who
Soldier.
Winter
died-
Soldier. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. That's what I needed.
Love how this is like now become a
Yeah, you know what? This is
become
no an
a
Avengers
Marvel.
We see
podcast.
what you really care about, people.
Well, I mean, at this time in the
One arm.
game,
You
at
said
this
one
time
arm.
of night, who's really that invested in the Caps game?
Not the Capitals, that's for sure.
Clearly
because,
not.
because you know what? You know what
We're
they're
all
trying to do?
more invested than they are.
Wait, here it is, right? Oh, he did catch him right in the nose.
Wow.
I think Oshie probably tried to sell that a little bit too, but
Matt,
no. I mean, I think
Matt,
he was.
there's not a speck of blood on his face.
Look at the little. You see
yeah,
that right
there
there? You
is.
see the little
Look,
blood,
right there.
little blood blister that's
Pat-
happening on top of his
Pat-
lip? That's some blood.
That was there when the game started.
Shut
people.
up, Dan. Whose side are you on?
I'm on
Do
the
you
Cap
want
side.
this team to win? Because I do. I don't think.
Hey guys, it's not like it matters. The power play looks like crap tonight, anyways.
Well, that's true. I didn't even know we were on the power play until I looked at the little box on the left of the screen earlier.
Well, you were
Well,
taking
it's
care
because
of
they've.
our son,
It's
so.
because
Well, no, I looked up and our player was
No.
surrounded by all of
See,
theirs.
again, why?
Tyler,
are we-
why would you
my
go to the
God,
middle?
Dude, I don't understand
Oh,
why
my
this
Lord.
team makes the decisions it does half the time.
Yeah. All I see is a bunch of wacky.
Yeah.
They look like a bunch of 6-year-old soccer.
That's why they
kids.
changed the camera angle. Like we got to show them something. Back. Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. So Pelly, do something
Just shoot it right at his shins. All right. Good job, buddy.
Puck ends up back in the corner and complete break.
Oh, you wanted the Caps to, try to
This has
rebound
now become the
something?
sound effect podcast. We're just gonna make sounds and you guys
Yeah.
are gonna guess the time on
It's called charades.
I
Okay.
need an the old school Batman. Pow, ping.
Oh, you mean when it hits the post and we literally have heart attacks?
Oh wow.
Oh, nice
Okay.
little roll,
A
Beagle.
little chippy.
I think he did some figure skating. when he was
Ovechkin
younger.
clearly over Panarin. I mean, it's hard to compare the two since Ovechkin's body of work is much larger than Panarin's. But
also, I mean, Panarin's also flashy, and just like Ovi was when he first came in. Oh, okay. Back up the wall. Oh, okay. All right, we're shooting.
You know your team.
That was the right thing.
Bobrovsky's in there, man.
The fact that your team always wins if 4 people shotgun 4 locos at the same time. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Wait. Get the 4 locos. We're testing this theory out. Go get them now.
Are they Are they old? Are they old school 4 locos or new school?
Like the
4 locos?
dangerous 4 locos, or like the Mike's Hard 4 locos?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they've dumbed down the 4 loco a lot.
You know what? If we make it to Game 7, I may convince everybody to do 4 horsemen, but 4 locos scares me.
Nope.
It's
What exactly is the 4 horsemen?
It's all 4 whiskeys, basically. It's Jameson, Jack,
disgusting.
Johnny,
All mixed together?
And
In like a shot,
I always forget the
in like a
last one.
shooter form, or
James-
in like a drink.
shoot.
No, it's
Just
just
Jim?
a shot.
yeah, that's what it is.
Jim, Jack, Johnny, and
But not being serious, if this guy's right, we need to go get 4 locos like right now. Like right now.
Listen, if we do that,
Or how about we
and it
find
doesn't
4
happen,
different
we will
people?
find you. We'll kill you.
he said 4 people. He didn't say one person shotgun 4 locos.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Right.
We all
But we
have to
need to
shotgun-
find 4 more
Yeah.
people because I'm not doing that.
It's fine. Do you want the team to win or not? Because I'm willing to make sacrifices.
I mean, how badly? Last I checked, tiny humans and bosses don't understand hangovers.
Boy.
That was a lot of scrum in front of the Caps net.
Clenching hockey
come
going
up
on
the wall.
right
Stay on side.
Yep.
If we have another goal, get called back off back because of a. Hey, how about we hit the net, guys?
Okay, you're moving way too slow for my liking.
It's bad. You can't ice the puck on yourself.
Oh my god, dude! I don't like this at all.
All right, nice little breakup.
As opposed to the last hour and whatever minutes when he was thoroughly engaged in loving life.
Dude, like I want
Capitals
them
of
to
7.
move
All right,
with some kind of purpose.
That was actually your choice in our last podcast, right? You said Caps in 7, right?
That was the dream, but that's mainly because the Caps can't.
Oh,
okay.
Replay that scares
That's
me.
because the Caps are capable
Matt
of winning.
also
and I
selected
made
the Caps to go to
the
the
finals. I did. I fanboyed out a little bit during my
finals
bracket.
in his bracket.
Oh,
So
are
if
you-
you want to know what kind of fan Matt is,
I fanboyed out a little bit. I was
Hey,
like, you know what? We make it to the 3rd round for the first
Hey,
time.
yes,
ever.
that guy. He made.
Oh,
he made
you
Big David
use
as
terms
that's
like
funny.
fanboy now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when did I have a problem with fanboy?
I don't know. It's just weird to hear you say.
I fanboy.
Okay.
I mean, I really enjoyed Brooks Lake. Okay, and look how that turned out.
He's doing well, or
No, he's
doing
not.
something pretty, whatever.
I mean, look, I don't think he's a bad person, but I think he learned a little bit too late that his career was done.
It was over before. No,
Especially when he started putting out the
cross.
cross training videos about getting
hey,
to
you
know
know what?
Brooks
If
Lake.
RG3 can get another contract, then nobody's career is ever done.
Oh my God. I don't know if
done.
it was Instagram or Twitter or which form of social media, but
It's probably
somebody who was like, you mean RG1?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
He
Yeah.
probably has a good chance.
They said, yeah, like the Ravens signed Robert Griffin, and he was like the first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I think my favorite
Ooh.
one was I forget it was shared on Facebook, but it was
Big scrum in the corner.
like somebody asked why the Ravens
Puck-
signed RG3, and it
Get
was
the
like,
puck in.
No!
Wow.
Smith Pelly on the backside with a
Bury that,
miss.
buddy.
With a miss on the backside by Smith. Oh, good hit by Smith Pelly though, in front of the net.
If you break it, you bought it. Considering Halui Nada destroyed his knee.
About 4:40
That
left in
was-
overtime. Caps making a push.
So close. If only we were playing horseshoes.
Oh,
man,
puck
that's-
jumps
man,
over, puck
that's
jumped
on
over
his
Smith's
stick.
Smith's
See,
Pelly's
here's the
stick
problem.
again.
This is where it scares me the most. Is when we get a good chance and they come back down the other. Panarin again going wide. Cover the backside.
No.
Why do you do that?
No, Caps are taking a penalty.
For what?
boy.
Tripping call.
Oh, look, we do have referees.
Oh my god,
Damn it.
dude.
And it's John Carlson.
Oh, that's a big loss.
You guys want to see a dead body?
A little bit. How long? Good God, it's been over an hour since we've been on. Okay.
Yeah.
And look, we got more
Hey, we
people
might
now
be
because
here
we're
all
talking about
night,
Avengers.
so-
So, I mean,
Thank you to the 12 listeners who are
And 2
hanging
thumbs up.
out with us. 3.
Tree thumbs up.
Ooh.
1, 2, tree. Did you just drink my water, dog?
It's possible.
Doesn't smell like your ass.
oh, Smith Valley. Oh man,
He's
that's
gonna
gonna
regret
come.
that
That's
one
gonna come
later.
back to haunt him a little bit
Yeah.
there.
Mm.
Just like the puck on Oshie's stick last year.
I think he's gotten over that. To be honest with you,
Mm.
I don't know, man.
I think he's kind of gotten over that.
Oh,
Here we go again.
The plight,
Overtime. PK.
Yeah.
No.
Meanwhile, our dog has come downstairs to tell us it's bedtime.
Have they been successful on the power play tonight yet? No.
No, but that doesn't make me feel any better.
No, I mean I'm just curious because the last 2 games they were.
There you go,
obviously
Fallon.
many times,
There you go,
so
Fallon.
there you go, 0 for 3.
You ask and the question shows up on the screen.
Look at that.
And the answer shows up on the screen.
It's like
All right, take your time.
Red
Take your
Rock
time.
Rock.
Take your time. Okay. All right. All right. Good.
Matt, the Capitals
down.
motivational speaker.
Now breathe. Relax.
What you don't
assess.
know is that he's in their helmets.
Wait, I
Right
think we
now.
have another Marvel question.
Yeah, they found a new element. Iron Man found it.
What?
Jesus.
He said,
No, he didn't.
Yes, that's how he made the thing in Iron Man 2.
It's time
First.
to put our
Okay.
respective
I
superhero
thought- for some reason,
t-shirts on
for some
and
reason, I
start
thought
a
you
new
said
podcast.
Thor found that. I was like,
No,
Thor, no.
No.
Thor just hits things.
no,
and
Iron
lightning
Man
comes out.
No, that's how Iron Man got the palladium out of his chest.
Oh, boy, this
It's
is
that
No, it's
plot.
not.
It's that
making
plot
me
hole.
So uncomfortable. Oh my god. It's
Oh, it rang the post.
Oh,
God,
I
it
thought I
rang the
saw
post.
fans' arms go
Oh.
up.
You did see
Oh.
fans' arms go
Oh
up.
my God.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this is so bad.
This
This
is
is
Oh,
so
no,
bad.
no, I didn't know there was
This
a real
is
element
not
in
a
real life.
good scenario. This is so not okay.
Chip it out, chip it out.
Oh my god.
All right.
By the way, I hate to
Down
be
the other
there,
end.
but no,
1
that's
minute
not
left
how
on the
Iron
power
Man got
play.
the palladium out of his chest. That was to keep it going closer to his heart. He got the surgery. Just had.
No, the whatever was going up his neck, he got cleared out.
Yeah,
from the
palladium
element.
poison.
No, he said there's a new element in real life. Now he probably just trolled the shit out of me. No, it's real life, bro. It's real. It's not real life.
I'm sorry, this is not a science podcast. We cannot help you out with
Nice,
that.
Yeah.
Clear.
It's the symbol ah. I don't know if I believe that.
Put it in your own net. I'll give you money.
What's the actual name? Not ah.
Yes.
Only 27 seconds left.
On the
Power play.
This is why I'm gonna die early.
Not your life choices.
Yeah.
No.
Now your excessive alcohol
Or
drinking as a
working on
younger.
See, my drinking is actually severely decreased. sir.
Did you not hear me
I'm
say
actually
as
trying to
a?
convince him to drink more.
Did you
It's
actually
ridiculous.
hear me say as a younger
No,
adult?
yeah, well,
You are now 30. You're no longer young.
Wasn't it Babe Ruth who said,
Hey,
if
he can't be drafted now though, so that's
yeah, she was like, "Don't go to war," and I was like, "I'm 30. I can't go." She's like, "Oh my god, thank you.
But you though, Fallon.
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
You're still fair game.
not technically.
Equal rights." Okay.
wait, wasn't it Babe Ruth?
Y'all fought for that.
Hey, yes, we did. We're still
Oh
kind
God, it
of
was
doing
off the
so.
post.
What was it? Babe Ruth said what now?
If I'd known I was going to live this long, I'd have taken slightly better care of myself.
Oh,
Panarin just tried to put one foot over the board and
Whoopsies.
failed miserably. Oh, I've been there more than once in my
So
life.
wait, who asked us to compare Panarin to Ovi?
This guy-
Ovi didn't successfully get him to the bench. So
this guy. AS.
at this moment, Ovi's doing better.
Harley, leave
Come
it.
here. Come here.
If only this like beautiful skating.
Oh, that's
from time to
funny.
time would
I
actually
don't know who that person is. And that joke
You
with
wanna
this
be on a
group, with
podcast?
these ladies, is not going to fly so funny. It's kind of funny though. Said, you want to hear a joke? Women's rights. They are kind of a joke sometimes.
Hey, watch it.
Some of them.
You want to see two women get really feisty?
When they rip your asshole apart, I'm literally
You
just
know
going to film it
what's,
and yell "World Star."
what's amazing is that you were able to surpass your parents' parental controls to freely search the internet, sir. So congratulations on that one.
Okay, man. Okay, I'm not going down this road. I'm not reading this out loud.
Yeah. Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, the internet.
Don't feed the trolls.
Yeah.
Oh, get it. Well, he covered his. He just took his whole hand and
covered that with
scooped
his
it
hand. That's delay of game, douche nozzle.
Oh, they're not going to call that. He definitely put his whole hand over the puck and covered it and pushed it. Shots fired. I mean, you're not wrong. There were shots fired.
All right. These guys have got to get this done at some point soon.
I think we're gonna get a second one.
If I have to go straight from work to I will do it, but
Stop
it's
it.
going to be miserable.
Stop it.
No.
Do we know when Game 4 is? Is it going
Thursday.
to be Thursday?
Thursday.
It's
It's
Thursday.
for sure Thursday.
Yeah.
The Wizards aren't getting in the way of that at
Well,
all.
we're
away.
Since,
We're gonna be
yeah,
away.
but since the Wizards are playing
I
in
forgot.
This is what happens when you make Fallon watch hockey past her bedtime.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I do think that is a joke if Columbus sweeps. Yes. Somebody put one of your jokes. Somebody love put Columbus in the sweep. Yes.
I mean, if we lose tonight, we're not coming back.
Oh Lord.
I don't know if we necessarily get a sweep, but it's
I actually think if we were to win tonight, that would provide a lot of momentum to keep going. But
Well, if we win tonight, then there would be no sweep technically.
well, right. But I'm saying like I'm not talking about a sweep. I'm talking about.
Oh, say, man, if that goes in, I don't care. I'll take it.
I think this is
good
skate,
save,
skate, and get the odd man rush.
All right, 3-on-3 coming back up the other way. Caps.
What was that?
Stevenson literally just turns it right over at the point.
Here,
for
Columbus,
no
you want
reason at all.
Here, Columbus, you want the puck back?
Oh my god, it looked like me last time I played.
It looks like you right now.
Okay.
That one didn't even make sense.
I don't make sense.
Oh, that's valid. I think you're still drunk from when you were texting us earlier.
Yes, I have fat thumbs. They don't always work right.
Dude.
Although if you follow Bender Knows Best, you've probably already figured that out by having to decipher his posts. So we're not telling you anything you don't know.
And we're getting
get a GoFundMe page for words so you can. Okay.
I mean, he has a proofreader. He married
him.
What?
A second overtime, folks.
I thought they were calling a penalty for a second. I was like, what?
You want to let her out? You want me to let her out?
I will go.
So you know what happened here, right? We talked about them. We talked about a potential third overtime, and now we're gonna get it.
That was me.
Yeah.
This asshole said possible.
So Avengers, right? Okay. Hulk for the win, or
I mean, they're clearly better than DC. At least cinematic universe.
Look, you want a real question?
So just out of curiosity, did they do a 15-minute intermission in between every? That's ridiculous. Is it okay? Hang on a second. Let's just talk about this.
No. Oh, sorry. Have you ever played hockey?
No, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is, isn't the whole point of overtime to just like keep going until someone scores?
Do you want someone to pass out and die?
Yes, I do want
Iron Man hockey. You put five skaters out there and nobody comes off. You skate until someone scores.
I mean, if you're weak, then you're weak. Like that's just natural selection.
All right, Fallon, we're gonna put you out there for a game. We'll see
if I were to die, that is natural. That's my fault.
What is this, Rocky IV? If he dies, he dies.
Yes, correct.
God damn, calm down, Drago.
That is accurate.
It must break him.
She has a valid point.
Thank you. I'm just saying.
What? All right, AS. All right, come on.
Welcome to the internet where people don't care what they're saying.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I honestly do like. I see your point, but at the same time, you give them a little bit of a break there. Maybe like a 5-minute maybe break. It doesn't need to be a full 15-minute.
No. Everybody at least at this table's asshole clinched at least 3 times in that overtime.
That's it. Oh, mine.
I think 2 drops of pee came out.
I'm pretty sure my butthole hasn't unclenched from the drop of the puck.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Those of you in the comments, don't feed the trolls. That's all I can say.
Found they will. You know they will.
You will regret it.
See, like games like this are what make me want to drink to deal with the stress, but it just makes things worse.
Has anybody seen that thing going around? This stupid meme going around on the internet. It's like you can live in this mansion, but you can't have orange soda or Fanta for the rest of your life. And I was like, well, then I just won't drink orange soda or Fanta for the rest of my fucking life. It's like
okay,
no,
it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yes, I know.
I don't even drink it now. Family mansion.
Exactly. That's like this is extremely easy.
That's I was like the ones where it's like $100 million, but you have to live in this cabin for a month with no Wi-Fi or like no phone. Done. I hate people most of the time, anyways. Go ahead and give me the cabin.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. Also, somebody asked me if I was a basic bitch at work today. I was like, no. I mean, but I do like my coffee from Starbucks occasionally.
Yeah,
but
you're a little bit. Not much. Not much. Just
me. Why?
Like,
how?
You have a Starbucks obsession.
So what? I don't get.
I mean, she's basically
Starbucks is a multi-billion-dollar company, so there's a lot of basic bitches in the world.
But I don't.
This is true.
But I don't be getting. I don't be getting. I'm saying like this on purpose. I don't be getting no venti white mocha 7 pump.
Yeah, 7 pump.
Yeah, neither do I. Okay? Neither do I. I don't.
You know what?
I get the
sweet cream cold brew because I like it the sweet cream.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The first time I went into a Starbucks.
Have you ever ordered a pumpkin frap?
No, I haven't actually.
I was embarrassed to be with him.
Yeah.
At that moment.
Well, you didn't know you didn't know you were dating a basic bro because he talks about bacon so much that he makes people not want to have bacon.
I mean, I love bacon. I do love me some bacon. You know what? Also, you're the guy like
Vanilla bean forever.
Yeah. Shout out the Starbucks orders there. You have never made sense to me, mister. I take bacon off my burger and eat it all the time.
No, I'd eat it on now. But if the bacon's burnt, though, I take it off.
We decided to actually be an American now?
No, if the bacon is like burnt, like it's like Like it snaps.
Java
the little
chocolate
touch thing?
chip frap.
Mm.
Okay, babe, is that more basic than mine?
No.
So I was just distracted by all the liquor back here. But sorry.
just
go ahead.
noticed
Did you
that?
just now notice
Well,
the
I
liquor
just,
collection?
I mean, it's
Pass some of that over
it's
here.
excessive. It's
Give it
excessive.
a look.
Did you not see the moonshine and then the scotch all the way on the right? You're not a clear
Wait,
liquor
you got
fan.
a lot going on, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
What should happen
When
if the
did
Cats
she
get
say
bounced
that
in the
to
first
you,
round?
Dan?
That's
Karen
actually
said
a
that
pretty
to me
good
a
question.
lot.
That's actually a pretty good
I
question.
got a lot going on. Wide.
Dan, that's actually a pretty good question.
What?
What should happen if the Cats get bounced in round one?
What should happen if the Caps get bounced in Rowan? I mean, I think there should be some pieces moved anyway. The big talk is will Barry Trotz get re-signed?
I think if we get knocked out in the first round, I don't think so.
I just think it's hard. It's not
his fault.
a Boudreaux situation where I think he's lost the locker room because Boudreaux was having issues with like massive drop offs in like they were losing 10 some odd games. Yeah, Trotz is all about accountability, and the team seems to like him, and he's not necessarily a player's coach either. So that's why I find it very hard. Now, you could just do a shakeup, but I mean, it's still, if you do a shakeup, you're not going to get rid of Backstrom. Most likely, you're not going to get rid of Ovi.
Oh yeah.
You just signed Orlov for 5 years. Now you might get rid of him, but that's going to be a hard contract. Now a lot of teams want to take 5 years, $5 million. You know what I mean? And you're going to keep Carlson.
That's the same reason we
Now, if you want to do whatever the fuck else you want to do with the roster, do whatever the fuck you want. You can get rid of Verona, you can get rid of Burakovsky, you can get rid of fucking Wilson for all I care. Ship them all out for better draft picks and other people. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can rekindle that fucking Philip Forsberg trade that we shit the bed on 4 years ago.
The worst part about it is it happened on my birthday too. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, I mean, as we've stated way earlier, I just think it's a roster thing. It's a
chemistry
the
thing.
team needs a rebuild, and
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, I think the team needs a rebuild. I don't necessarily, like I said before, I really don't.
So here's the thing: even if they get rid of Barry, I don't know if they get rid of the whole staff. And
No.
Todd Reardon's the associate head coach.
Well, that's the other
So
thing.
I mean, you're just appointing the next guy in line, and then you keep the other two.
And isn't Todd Reardon supposed to be like actually pretty like kind of sought after for being a
Well, that's why they gave him a promotion and
Yeah.
signed him to a like associate head coach or
Yeah.
assistant head coach
Yeah.
because they wanted to keep him on retainer essentially.
Yeah.
They didn't want to
That's
give
it,
him
because
up.
teams are on legal looking
Yeah.
at him to potentially be a new head coach. But
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I think, and that's one of the big things is we brought in Orpik, we brought in Niskanen, we brought in Williams because they've won the cups. They've known what it takes to get to that level and how to succeed and what you have to do. It's one of those situations where it's like it was a perfect mixture of new guys, of speed, of veterans, of cup winners, of everything, and just couldn't get it done. So I mean, but then again, that's the next question: is if that wasn't the team to do it, what was?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen it in this is just an example I use because I'm more new to hockey than I am to football, but I think many times people have said the same thing about football teams that should have won or should have gone further than they did. And then all of a sudden you have this total roster rebuild, and then a team comes out of left field and just makes it happen. And I think everybody's left there shocked, like, how could it possibly have been this team that did it? But half the battle is attitude and team play and how people work together. And I just feel like this team, I think they like each other a lot. I think they have good chemistry as friends and as teammates. But when they're actually in the moment trying to get it done, it's not happening. And that just can't be denied anymore.
No, it's not going into a
ignore
shootout now. It's intermission, and then they're going into another period.
Oh, I think he asked earlier the same question. This is the same guy that's been kind of rattling on whatever NC South in the last 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, that was the thing that I made such a difference this year, I think, in the NFL for the Eagles was like nobody really saw that coming at all. And then it just, Carson Wentz was a great captain and he was able to get the team, I think, in a good mindset and working well together. And despite all of the negative things that happened to them throughout the season, they were able to pull through and make it happen. Yeah. And I think the Caps need a situation where something makes them come together as a team and just get the job done. Yeah. Now, granted, hockey, it is 10 times harder, in my opinion, to win a championship in hockey because a 7-game series is so much more difficult to get through than one game.
Where you,
I
where
mean,
you
you
could
could have
possibly
a-
get lucky one
Exactly.
game.
You could get lucky one. You could get lucky in the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. I mean, like it's one game. When you have to consistently win against a team that is pretty well matched with where you are, especially as you get in the later rounds, you've got to, as Matt always says, you have to be the best team every time.
Yeah.
You have to try and be the best every time you show up.
Yeah. I mean, and in fairness, in football, you do have to win like 4 or 5 games straight. Like you can't lose or you're out. I mean, you know, it was in hockey.
Sure,
you
you
might be
could
able to
make
lose
that.
a game
You
here
could
and there.
definitely make
But at
that
the same
argument.
time,
but
I
the
absolutely-
luck factor is like
True.
next to non-existent.
True, and not to
in
mention,
hockey.
again, you're usually playing every other night. You have to win 4
Yeah.
games. You have to win 16 games. You have to win 16 games to be able to take the whole thing home.
So this Sean Gordon in the group asked, when were we really sure the Caps were going to win the Cup? Like 09? And he said he really liked them in 15-16. I would say I don't know. Last year I thought they had a really good chance. I mean, granted, they coasted the year before. I think they were too far ahead, and that happened to them once before. So where they were so far ahead that they were like when they 1 year with Boudreaux, where they were like smoking the league. Like halfway through, they'd almost won it. In the last 20 games, they already knew they had gotten it. And then the year before, then the first year Trotz was here and they won the President's Trophy. They did the same thing. They were kind of like real far ahead. And then last year, I would say last year's team I thought we had a really good chance last year. I thought that the Shattenkirk trade would actually help us because instead of going heavy defensive defensemen, which they've done the last few years with Gleason, and they did get Weber and then other people, that I actually thought a puck mover would actually work. But it just didn't pan out with him. Clearly, he's now on the Rangers, and he hurt half the year and didn't even finish the year.
Coming out of the regular season into the playoffs, I thought last year's team looked so much more poised to get it done. I thought, we're coming back with the same team. I feel like there was a little more drive to get it done. We had people. We had a whole year of people playing with each other, so it wasn't new people coming in. There weren't adjustments that really had to be made. It was essentially the same lineup coming in. I thought, okay, here we go again. We kicked the shit out of the league again. We're doing really good. And then that Toronto series happened, and I just kind of stopped and went, I know Toronto wasn't expected to be this good, and they're a great, young, fast team, but we should not be struggling this much against them.
No, I agree.
But going like in the first playoff season series, I thought 2 years ago where we went into Philly, I thought that team really looked poised to get it done because we actually had a kill factor involved until Nuvi got put in net, and we went down to 1 or 2 goals a game as opposed to 3 or 4 we were dropping in on Mason per game.
Yeah, I mean,
but to answer the question, I honestly thought last year was the team to get it done. I thought that was the team that if you're going to beat Pittsburgh, if you're going to make the run, if you're going to challenge for the Cup, last year was going to be the
That's what a lot of people had us pick to go to the Cup. A lot of guys on NHL Network.
Everyone was saying that Pittsburgh Cats, whoever won that series, was going to go
and we remained competitive in that series. I mean, against the Penguins, like it was a very
we just got gap controlled
series, and it was such a disappointing end for that game.
It was a game 6, right? It wasn't 7.
No, 2 years ago was game 6. Last year was game 7.
Yeah, and to get swept in game 7.
We went down 2-0, 1-1. They went up to 3. We won the next 2.
Oh, sorry. I was reading his comment, and I don't know if he meant he would love to watch us last year. But okay, I mean, we were. Yeah, I wish we were doing this. I wish we were doing this last year. Probably would have been different.
I wish we would have actually, made it to overtime last year in Game 7 instead of the 2-0 shutout that we had, because that actually pissed me off. If you would have told me, and I say this every time we ever talk about that series, if you would have told me after Game 5 and 6 where we blew Fleury up that we were going to get shut out in Game 7, I would have told you you're full of shit.
I don't know, Matt Murray, when he comes in, he's just made for the playoffs. I don't know.
But we played against Fleury.
I know, but Matt Murray went in that series though at the end.
No, he didn't.
He played.
No, I thought he went in against Ottawa. Pretty sure we played all 7 games against Fleury.
You sure?
Yes, I think
I thought that series at the end they put in Murray after we did that to him, and then they were like, "All right, Murray's back finally."
You could be right.
You could be, but I honestly think Fleury. Yeah. I don't think they took Fleury out until they played Ottawa, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, hold on, I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was such a disappointing way for that to end, especially because, like Matt was saying, we had so many games where we lit them up. I mean, it was pretty high scoring games back to back, and it remained competitive the whole time.
Yeah.
And I think you could honestly sit there and say, like, hey, we might be able to do this.
Well, no, I know Fleury played against Washington. I just thought he didn't finish the whole series against us.
Well, I think that was I feel like for some reason I remember after Game 6 being like, okay, they're probably going to take Fleury out and put Murray in. I think they stuck.
Maybe
with it.
maybe that's what I was thinking. But I know he did play. Yeah, he definitely played against Ottawa.
Yeah, no, Fleury definitely finished Game 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Then.
No, but he. I mean, that was a very surprising 1-2 punch for them because again, Fleury was playing bad before that, and I honestly thought going into that playoff series, going against Fleury, I thought was going to be easier for us. Yeah. And there were a couple games where it was, and we tore him apart and just kept shooting glove side high, and he couldn't stop us. But Game 7, man, Oshie gets it on his stick. I think Kuzi had a chance right next to him too. I mean,
well, the Oshie one is the one that always sits with me, just because I feel like that would have been a game changer. I think if he had been able to bury that one, it would have helped them psychologically, which I think obviously sounds ridiculous when you're talking about professional sports. It sounds insane to blame it on the psychology, but it's just one of those things where they just get in a rut, and I think nothing was going their way that game, and they were just convinced they were going to lose by the time the third period came around. And if Oshie had been able to bury that, I think it would have changed everything. I think we would have had a chance to at least tie it.
Could have cracked it.
Overtime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. Here it goes. Second overtime about to start now.
God, it's 11-12. All right. We got one more until the third.
Time for all of our heart rates to pop up.
Don't worry, we still got one more overtime until the third.
Oh, shut up, Matt.
I don't feel good about this at all.
I mean, it could be worse.
Definitely.
You're right. This could be a game 4, potential sweep game for them.
Let's not do that. Let's not say that.
I just.
Yep. Everybody, lock your buttholes in.
Yep.
Butthole clenched.
Yeah. Should do Monty Penny.
He's had quite a few of those moments.
Oh, come on, dude! They're coming out quick.
Panarin.
Press up on him.
Oh. That shot of Panarin's is so lethal.
Dude, that overtime goal he had in game 1 was just perfect placement.
That perfect push, little push through under the stick.
Oh, I hate when he does that.
Well, I mean, he's just getting it back real quick. So.
No, I know, but there's a lot of times where he just turns and fires it, and it's hard to argue with it when he does it against Carey Price in game 2, and I think bend it like Beckham. But I mean, sometimes, man, just grab the puck and try and make something happen.
There's some fan dressed as a referee sitting in the first row behind the goal. I just realized that.
For some
reason, the amount of exhaustion you can just see.
I forget which game it was. I think it was an Islanders game in the playoffs where they went to like 3 or 4 overtimes or something. No. It was just in general, back in the day. I think it was like the 80s or something.
They went to 4, I think.
Yeah, and I remember hearing the thing they were talking about. They're in the locker room feeding us pizza and bacon and all these things like protein to give us energy. It was we were exhausted.
Oh yeah, I mean you essentially when you get that you've played 2 full games.
Yeah,
essentially that. I was like, where did that puck just go? I know it hit a stick right when he landed, but
it's interesting to think about if we would be in this position if Grubauer were in net, because I was fairly convinced for a while that it wasn't a goaltender situation, and I still don't think I still don't think our issues are centered around the goaltending by any means.
They hope he gives us a better chance,
but I am curious. Some of the shots that I've seen taken, at least in the last overtime, I found myself thinking that Grubauer would not have been able to stop them in the same way that Holtby has.
Icing.
I think he's making more of a difference tonight than I expected him to.
Second overtime.
No, I'm not begging for the other team to score. I'm begging for the Capitals to actually do something right and actually finish the game in favor of them for once.
Dog, I know you just went outside.
Oh, nice shot
by Kempny.
By Kempny up there.
Almost.
For some reason, I swear I almost just said Weber.
It's a 6 because Weber was Weber wore number 6.
Yeah. And we were talking about Weber earlier.
And then. All right, come on.
All right, that was actually
got to get
decent.
one of these scoring chances to connect. I mean, it's got to happen.
Like we need a push. We need a strong surge of wearing them out, and they're just trying to throw it down towards them at that point. No. Okay. Okay. I'm like very concerned. Like Kuzi just the puck just keeps landing back on his stick somehow.
Oh, Bob got it.
Oh, fuck me.
He's playing lights out tonight.
What are the shots at this point? Do we even know?
It was like
They've
30
gotta
something.
be pretty
I think it was
high.
like 30 something to it was like 37 to 33 or something.
Only
like that.
37.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Technically, a shot doesn't count if it doesn't hit the net. Now we have 77 scoring chances.
Ow. I was just they were talking about in the group chat, and Pizer had said, "No, I'm not watching this. They can't make me. They owe me more than I owe them."
I mean, he's not wrong.
I feel like my neck's starting to hurt from like keeping it up watching this.
I mean, it always hurts to keep it up.
I don't know how to make that drum sound questionable. No, that's too short of it. Like, I need like a questionable drum sound on it. I suppose I should have asked you.
It hit like two different drums. Boom, boom. Hit the hi-hat.
At least
maybe?
my boss is out of the office tomorrow, so she doesn't have to ask me why I have bags under my eyes the size of.
Baby, take
planets.
the Red Bull tomorrow morning, please. That's in the fridge.
That's not conducive to my diet.
Yeah, and it's conducive to you getting to work safely.
I don't know. But 16:45 left in the second overtime. Ugh, shitty looking back in from Columbus. No, go for the puck, not the hit.
Oh my god, dude, just get it out of the fucking zone.
Orpik behind the net.
Oh my god, the
no.
worst thing you could possibly say to me is Orpik behind the net.
How
I'm
about
sorry, that's not true.
how about Orpik rewinds to nobody? That is.
Well, first of all, you could say that for anybody on this team tonight, and half the time
I didn't
it's
even
true.
get the puck out.
Go better. Oh
Come
my
on,
god,
come on, Connolly.
you ain't gonna get it.
Nope. Oh, that's Stevenson
Hold
actually.
up.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh my god.
Guys, too much passing. Just shoot the damn puck.
Well, they
Seriously.
lost in their feet.
Rip it. Oh, I thought he should have ripped
Oh!
Oh wow!
No.
See,
Oh,
it's,
that
was
if
Jew-
we had
Jews-
honestly,
If-
if we had a person following up on even like 2 of the shots that we've taken,
Yeah.
there would have been a goal already. It's like crazy how many rebound opportunities are there.
Oh, Verona, nice fan though. Good try. Oh Lord, anytime Panarin touches the puck when he comes in the zone, it scares the shit
Okay.
out of me.
Well, I mean, at least Nicky was playing some defense there. Can't hate on that.
The only downside for Columbus, I think, on Panarin is that he's not like as big as Ovi.
Yeah.
So like he can be muscled like
Okay,
that,
come with him. Drop it. Nice.
like it's hot.
Okay, shoot better.
Oh,
Prediction:
nice
we
move.
score and it gets called back for offsides.
Why would you put that out there?
Weren't you the one who wants this to end? Okay.
Penn's need to trade Connor Sheary. I thought y'all loved Connor Sheary up there in Pittsburgh. Why didn't Holtby start
Because
this first
Grubauer
game?
had better stats going into the end of the season, and Holtby was
What?
still
Was that offsides?
Holtby was still kind of dealing with his rut that he was going through,
Yeah.
and honestly, I think that was actually the right call to start Gruby. And I honestly don't think Game 1 was really his fault, so I understood why they left him in for Game 2. And honestly, at that point, I would have left him in and let him finish Game 2 and started Holtby for Game 3. But I didn't think Gruby really deserved to be pulled last game.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, everybody was saying that the Devils did the same thing as we did, and they didn't start Schneider.
Yeah,
And then they're down 0-2. They did win Game 3, and then look what happened. What was it last night? Toronto beat Boston.
Oh my God, I thought this
But I think didn't they pull Anderson? I think they pulled him. Oh my God!
Oh, Ovi.
Oh, no. Offsides!
You're fucking full
Oh.
of shit, ref.
You offsides.
My mother could ref this game better than you. Dude, I thought they scored this one right there.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh,
Too.
off the mask. In the face.
I stopped puck with face.
You might want to wash mask, no?
For some reason, I thought Anderson just kind of looked like Rick Nash there for a second.
Josh Anderson? Nah. God, I don't know how Ovi was offsides there, but you know,
because the rest saw something and decided if he wanted to be part of the game. Oh, okay. We've been on here for almost 2 hours now. All right.
Look alive, Matt. Look alive. Found. Uncross your arms back there. Stop being so angry.
She's like, I'm staying in silence until the Caps win a game.
You can't make me.
Taking a vow of silence. I don't know if that's particularly good for the podcast, but
I got made fun of last year because I didn't drink for one of the games and the Caps won. That was like 2 or 3 years ago.
No. Okay.
The Caps, like I didn't drink. I didn't drink.
Offside. Woo!
I didn't drink and the Caps won, so I was like, all right, I'm not drinking until we lose again.
Woo!
Literally walked into a party. So I was like, you want a beer? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Dakota
Excuse
Great,
me? I was like, I'm not drinking.
Dakota Great Russian IM score.
No, we not suck this year.
Yeah, we not suck. Yeah.
except you do suck this year.
I mean, in fairness, we haven't sucked. We're just not playing that good either.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
You know what? If Ovechkin had gotten the 50th goal, we would be fine.
Wow.
It's all his
No.
fault.
Then everybody's like, he tried so hard to get 50. He spent all his energy in the regular
Like, no,
season.
that's absolutely not.
Oh, you mean when he just stood in one spot and just fired the 1T that Backstrom usually set up?
Oh, offsides or power play on us? Offside. Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, I saw one of their arms go up, and I was like, I don't see them
Dude,
touching the puck.
here's what's bothering me. I'm watching them fly up the ice, and I'm just Okay. I'm waiting for the inevitable to happen.
I know.
They're coming out with speed, and we're like, dog, can you guys slow down?
I mean, but we've had
You
some
play
like,
as many
crazy scoring chances.
Yeah,
So
you play as many overtime periods until somebody scores.
yeah.
Yeah. Someone asked how many overtime periods do they play. I was like,
Until somebody's.
yeah.
See, there's a lot of question about that because a lot of people don't like that in regular
what's the
season.
longest one? Does anyone know?
4, I think. 4. Shootouts are only in the regular season. In the regular season, it goes 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime, and then a best of 3 shootout, and then
And a lot of
and
players.
then international play. I think does. I don't know how long their overtime is,
So Olympics,
and then they do, and then Olympics and international. I think they do a shootout though
they do
after
they
the
do
overtime.
one regulation
Yeah.
overtime and then a shootout.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the overtime aspect of it. I don't like the whole. It's now comes down to you could because then you could just send keep sending your best shooter out the whole time if he's awesome at
Oh shit balls, dude.
Oh, sweet Christmas.
Oh, fuck.
Sweet Christmas.
Well, when you see Capitals players fumbling the puck in front of the net in their own net, it doesn't give me confidence.
There's a time where we don't fumble it in front of our net.
Well, right there it
Wasn't
wasn't.
doing it all game, dude. Credit to John Carlson for actually playing defense. I swear to God, I thought he was going to drop.
Oh my God! All right, Verana.
Want to make something happen. Oshie, do something. Anything. Do it better.
Do you like that part of Oshie?
Okay. Oshie's back in. He tried to keep it in. He lost it like he always does.
And puck's clear. No.
Oh, wait.
Yep, puck's clear out of the zone.
They tried.
Remember that Val silence.
Hey, you know what? I think that we should give the Capitals participation trophies.
You
I
made
will-
it to the playoffs.
I will
That's
stop
nice.
watching hockey when I see that.
There should be a ceremony in DC for them to receive their participation trophies.
Hey guys, thanks for winning. They do. It's called a banner at the end of the year for winning.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's a banner that they get for winning the division. That's what the participation trophy is. All the other teams, their participation trophies,
You
they
mean
get to be in the draft
the
the next year.
beautiful banner that's sitting right behind us.
That was from 07, 08. Yeah, I was really mad when they didn't give that out the next year.
Oh yeah, no, because we went to home opener the next year, right?
Expecting that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, Foul was
Ooh.
actually upset that game 2 got the terrible towels, and we got the Rock the Red towels, and the game 1
I was
we
gonna
got
say
terrible
towels.
the light up bumpers.
Yeah, I would have much preferred the towels.
Yes, the Blues are in St. Louis. The Blue Jackets are in Ohio.
The mid '90s to the 2000s ones. You talking about the white and black ones with the
Do you like-
Capitol building and the eagle?
Are you talking about the Eagle, the Capitol building, or like the 1970s, which was like almost like the logo they have now, which I prefer the best of all of them.
Because if you ask me, it's my favorite one, and we talked about this before the game even started off the podcast, was the '90s Eagle one, because that to me looked great, but that's also because that's what I grew up on too.
Guy said they said of the Stanley Cup they should call it the Stanley Bowl. I mean, oh
my God, dude!
I'm Ovechkin. I stick handle between 7 people and lose puck.
I remember back in the day,
I mean, I get it. I get him. I get he's trying to make something happen. I mean,
we are almost halfway through a second overtime. I just want to point out. Just want to point
yeah,
that
I
out.
told you that they don't.
Okay, 3-on-2.
Oh,
Yes!
Finally.
Can't sleep it. I don't care. Oh my god. I was wrong. I've never been so happy to be wrong. I've never been so happy to be wrong. I was right about 3-2 in overtime though. Just the wrong team. Yes.
Man.
So what I said sticks is Columbus
Oh my
has
God.
never not allowed less than 3
about
goals.
Oh my
damn
God.
time, folks. We are staying in this thing.
Oh my god.
That's what he said.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who gets that?
That's
Oh my God! It's
they're gonna be so pissed.
That
That is
Eller.
the most garbage way to get that goal, and I don't care.
Oh, was that
Eller-
Rensky?
Fluky.
Was that Rensky that knocked it in?
yeah,
The ugliest
fluky
goal.
goal off,
I don't
off
care.
Eller.
I don't care. It goes in.
Why would they overturn that? It went off their own player, and
Oh,
it
are
can't.
they
It's
reviewing
no,
this?
and it can't be goalie interference because it was kicked in by their player. There's no
Oh, it
kicking
went off
motion,
his skate.
so there's no kicking motion.
No, I
Yeah,
know,
no,
but I'm
there's
just saying
definitely no
it went
kicking.
back off his skate afterwards.
But are
No,
they
you're
still
good.
gonna?
Nope,
they're-
nope.
okay.
Game's
We're
over.
done. We're done.
All right, guys. It's
Thanks for
11:27.
tuning in.
Thanks for everybody
We'll see you
watching.
on Thursday. We're doing this again.
Don't text and drive. All right. And this is Ben Knows Best. We're going to do another live one eventually soon, and
Oh,
we're out.
God. Okay.
Thank you guys.
All right.